yeah! Hey everybody, DJ Scotty here telling you about Buckeyes and Social Circle. Don't miss out on Buckeyes restaurant right there in Social Circle. On Friday night alone, they have catfish platter. How can you go wrong, dude? They got smoked wings, barbecue, Angus burgers. Oh my God, the burger with the egg on it to die for. Whatever you do, don't miss out on Buckeyes restaurant in Social Circle. Go find them on Facebook. You can find them at Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle.
Buckeyes Restaurant.
Let's talk about vaping. C-Town Vapes.
Look at that good-looking man right there.
That's right. If you hadn't met up with our good friends at C-Town Vapes, I don't know what you're doing, man. Like, we've known these people for years. They have the passion to help get people off of smoking, and that is their mission. So make sure you check out C-Town Vapes, located right there on 278. They have CBD, mods, pods, and disposables with over 150 e-juices and counting, with flavor profiles that will surely fit your needs. C-Town Vape wants to be more than just a business. They want to be your
in the
friends to help
house.
you get off of smoking. C-Town Vape. Have you ever heard of Donut King? Let me tell you, I thought I knew what donuts were. All these other donuts I've been eating all these years are just bogus. These are the real deal, like gourmet. Who would have known they made donuts this damn good? And let me tell you something, man. They do some pig in the blankets. They do breakfast. They do all sorts of stuff. Do you even know this? They serve pizza. That's right. Donut King, the best donuts around, serves pizza in the afternoons during the weekdays. There's no other place around on 278 where you can go in and sit down and eat a pizza. That's right. Donut King. Try out Donut King, the best donuts around.
That's why they're called the King.
Hey, have you ever thought about advertising with Just for Fun Radio? Just know it's just one click away or one phone call away. All you got to do is reach out to us here at Just for Fun Radio. We will advertise you in the best possible manner we can.
Getting ready to go live,
the
guys.
name of the game of advertising is getting that
And
name
girls.
out there, and we can do it here at Just for Fun Radio.
This is a warning. Don't take anything we say too damn serious. Don't be a snowflake. Just remember, it's just for fun. And if you take any of this personally, then...
What's happening, everybody? Good morning. I'm waiting to see when Holly wants to jump up in here. I know I'm early in her eyes. That means she's walking around in her drawers. She's walking around in her drawers, like making some grits and some eggs and stuff like that. You know, that's where them redneck girls, that's how they roll. So what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Man, I just saw one of my buddies, Lanier, just tuned in. What is going on, my brother? It has been a long time. Heather's in the house. Alvin, Jeffrey, Stephanie Mitchell's in the house. I see in her picture, she's got on a mask in her picture. Fawn's in the house. Canadian Bacon's in the house. Tim's in the house. What's going on? Alvin, Chrissy, Fawn, Tessa. Let me get that right. Troy, Kelly, Joe, Holly is watching, not tuned in yet. It'll be a second, I'm sure. Chris is in the house. Michelle, Joey, what's going on, my brother? I have some funny stories about meeting Joey's wife one day at the Walmart. Completely off topic, I know, but super great story. Michael Paul's in the house. Greg, Jason, Robin just tuned in. What's happening? Oops, and I just went to Michael's page by accident. So that's the funny thing about Facebook when you go to touching all these buttons, and I'm really just trying to scroll down, and the next thing you know, I touch their name and I'm on their page. I don't even know where I'm really at the moment. What's going on, everybody? I guess I better go back and try to get Holly in here. Holly up in here. Is Holly waiting to get in? Is Holly? Yes. Admit. We're going to let Holly up in the house. Dun, dun, dun. There she goes. Good morning. I'm going to get your sound right. Hang on a second. I know. That's so unprofessional doing this. Friggin' my case is what makes the cord not plug in right. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
Oh, my Lord. Just trying to make it through another day, I'm crunk, but not crunk. Like, I feel like being serious for a minute before I just get balls to the wall crazy.
Oh.
You want to say any good morning, anybody? I mean, I did good mornings, but I mean, I didn't know if you had anybody you wanted to say good morning to. It's not like Corey McMichaels is listening or anything.
Well, he will be after a while. He's got to see his girl. You know,
I need you to quit. I need you to quit referring to Rich Archer as his girl. I'm sorry. I had to go there.
You're so
I
bad.
just had to go there. Oh, my God. Even when I try to be serious, I can't be serious. That's why I'm dangerous at weddings and funerals.
See, you and Alvin's got me pegged. I was running around here in my panties, cooking up some eggs. And I had to get my bra and stuff on. So I wasn't naked on camera.
I used to have, my great-grandmother was Gran instead of G. So let's just leave it as Gran, Gran. And then her sister, her name was Mary Alice. But as a kid, I couldn't say Mary Alice. So I just called her Massey. When I was a kid, I couldn't say Mary Alice, so I called her Massey. So Massey, but Massey was always like, my great-grandmother was trying to be the like, I'm going to be appropriate. Massey, on the other hand, Massey was you. So every time I see you do things with your grandson, you have no idea that you make me smile because you make me think of my great aunt. And she had a house across the street from the high school at Latonia. So I would literally ride the bus from the apartment complex, get off the bus, go across the street, and she'd either scramble me up some cheese eggs or fry me up some eggs, put a lot of great black pepper on it.
Yes, I do that
and then get my chocolate milk, and that's, at 8th grade, that's what I ate every morning. But anyways, it's just that, when you have those fond memories, it's just amazing. Like, I don't remember a whole lot from when my face got destroyed, but everything before that, or just when I can see something that strikes that memory, it's just an awesome feeling.
Well, I'm glad I bring those fond memories up for you.
Yeah, washing your hair makes a big difference too.
Tessa, Canadian bacon. Everybody's telling me good morning in the chat.
Bunch of damn traitors. They love you.
We
had hellacious compliments about you lately, which is really good.
Well, thank you very much to all my listeners. I'm glad y'all like me because I love doing this.
I'm telling you, there will be like an hour of Mother Trucker one day. One day there's just going to be the Mother Trucker hour, and you just get, Ask Holly. Just like straight up Ask Holly. I think that'd be funny, like Dear Ann from the newspaper days.
Right.
I think it'd be awesome. Look, how funny is it?
Just waiting for it.
Well, I think what's funny is me being the fly off the handle crazy guy, and then your preacher man says, DJ, you keep her in line. And I'm like, me? Keep her in line? Sure. Who the hell's going to keep me in line? But that's fine. We can do that. We can do that.
Good morning, Stephen.
Yeah, what's happening?
I love y'all too.
So listen, I wanted to bring up something.
I gotta get with Stephen too. I got him and
you better be careful.
He
got a wife.
I'm gonna get with him and his wife. How you like that?
Hey, she's a photographer. I expect to see pictures.
That's right.
Oh my God, we dance around that line of what you're not supposed to talk about, and we jump rope on it. I tell people we double dutch. If you're not old enough to know what double dutch means, I don't know what to tell you, but we double dutch on that line of adult humor and the inappropriate things you're not supposed to say. But don't we all? That's what keeps all of us amazing. So listen, I want to talk about something, and I know it's one of the things, and just because Kelly Joe's is the last name I see, I know it's one of the things that Kelly Joe likes about us. I know it's one of the things. I see Toe Larry listening. I think it's one of the things Toe likes about us. One of the things Alvin likes about, all of y'all, we're all kind of like-minded, even if we're not. So I wanted to point out, the Mohawk thing started out as a joke. And then I love the reaction I get out of it on people's faces. It's freaking amazing to watch people look stupid and come unglued. So we're standing on the square yesterday trying to go into Rush Tees to get our shirts, and nobody's really going in Rush Tees, so you have to stand outside and wait for them to bring it to the door. But meanwhile, there's not a lot of people walking around on the square, so that's not even a anything. But people still travel through the square of Covington. So I can't tell you how funny it is that I'm standing at the back of my truck, which means I'm 3 feet from cars driving by. Rich is on the sidewalk talking, so I'm standing there. Got Holly in my ear on the earbud, and I'm just watching people like almost hit my truck. I'm watching people almost run stop signs, the yield sign, because if you know how they have to come around the square. And they're just staring at me with this damn mohawk. And I'm like just laughing my ass off. I yelled to Rich, I said, I think I'm just going to start waving at these people. Like a clown wave. Like just this crazy wave as I can. They're
thinking, there's a 50-year-old man with a mohawk.
It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. So I wanted to bring this up, and I typed it this morning, and I tried to say it nicely, but trying to type it is nowhere as funny as I can say it.
Right.
Because typing it, people are going to take it all wrong. But I want to point this out. So I'm gonna show the picture real quick that I put up. I had to take it off of Holly for just a second, but I want you to see this picture that I made. Because I did it just kind of as a wisecrack. I did it as a wisecrack, and I said, "Let me poke the bear." Have you ever thought about every person who has talked smack about my age and having a mohawk? I put down on the left-hand side, let's point out their age. Let's point out their flaws. Let's point out they're overweight. Let's point out they're unhappy with their life. Because I just find it funny that all these folks that are trying their best to talk the most smack are the most miserable ass people. Most miserable ass people. You know, I got Tina making jokes about it as my friend. I've got Jeff Mathias making jokes about it as my friend. But has anybody seen Tina? She's like 4 foot tall. She's queen of the munchkins. So really, who takes her serious? Because we know Tina loves us and she's just having fun. Jeff Mathias, has anybody seen him? He looks like a friggin' ostrich. Who takes him serious? Nobody. But then let's point out the people who have tried to talk smack. You know, I could all day long be mean about it. I could really be ruthless. I could really be shitty. I could make up 100 more words that defines what I could say and what I could do. But here's what I typed. I told Rich Archer yesterday while standing on the square, I'm going to start waving at people like a crazy person. I put, it made me laugh so friggin' hard. And then I started thinking like methy. So the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, y'all can go read it because it makes a little more sense how I read it. But it just, to me, what I find funny is I've taken where I always worried about how I looked because I was picked on as a kid. And I was always worried about how I got picked on, so I grew my hair out so you couldn't see my big ears. And then I become an asshole because I got tired of dealing with bullies. So then I started being an ass, which changed who I was. Now I've changed, I think back to maybe who I was really supposed to be before high school and bullies changed me. And I now look at this and say how funny it is that I can shave and put a mohawk on my head that makes me feel 10 times more uncomfortable than I ever did when I tried to blend in with people. So I want everybody to just kind of listen. I used to try to blend in with everybody because I was tired of getting picked on. So like when I moved to Avondale, I just had started growing my hair out, and then I broke my shoulder, and then when they tried to put my body cast on, they ended up having to cut my hair. So then when I finally did make it back to high school, I had short hair and was getting picked on. So then I started growing my hair out and become a prick, and nobody picked on me anymore. So then as I get older, I decided to cut my hair, and I live with a little bit of getting picked on, but I was still a construction worker, want to hit you with a hammer, so I didn't get picked on a whole lot. Now you advance forward all these years and I'm who I am. I understand what self-empowerment means. I understand what trying to have self-confidence means, but you still feel bad. You still feel bad when people laugh at you. You still feel bad when people try to talk smack about you being overweight or you're dyslexic or whatever. So I got all these things that people can pick on me about, right? But then I decide, okay, so this mohawk thing, I'm just going to do it and we're going to get some laughs out of it. Well, then I look at it and go, wow, this mohawk's almost like having a Superman cape. Now, I choose to have it. So that means if you laugh at the mohawk, it's okay because I choose to have it. It's not a personal flaw. It's I choose to have this. But then I start looking at it and go, do you see how many people I make feel uncomfortable with this mohawk? And my wife's got, like, I don't get it. And I'm like, I can make a dozen people feel uncomfortable, and I'm over here laughing about it. Whereas normally a dozen people make me feel uncomfortable. And my wife goes, I still don't get it. And I went, how about, for instance, yesterday, me and Rich are eating those sandwiches at Quick Trip. I'm parked at the street, so I have to walk across the whole parking lot. I get out. I'm 6'1", got my sunglasses on, got a mohawk, and I'm whistling. Number one, there's this whole virus thing and everybody's freaking out because you're whistling. Number two, look at this crazy bastard with a mohawk whistling through the friggin' parking lot. Sorry, I had Holly turned off. I forgot. So here I am, this crazy dude walking through this Quick Trip whistling. And I mean, I got, you know, the thug wannabes rolling up their windows looking at me like, this sumbitch is nuts. And then I get to the door and people step the fuck out of my way. Oh, pardon me, I shouldn't have dropped the F-bomb. People step the hell out of the way. I start going to the bathroom. People step the hell out of the way. I get to the bathroom. They definitely step the hell away from you. And I'm like, dude, I should have got a mohawk years ago. Like, if me now feeling a little more comfortable with myself makes all of you feel uncomfortable, it's about damn time. So I'm good with it. You good with it? Because I'm good with it. So I believe that everybody should start just oozing self-confidence. Just ooze self-confidence. I said years ago, learn some self-empowerment and learn that you don't need the approval of others to make you feel better. But let me just tell you something. If you want to feel better about yourself today, I swear to God this works. You take your ass up in any store, walk through any parking lot, you start whistling Andy Griffin, and I swear to God, they'll all run from you like you got a, C4 strapped to your chest, and you will feel so much better about yourself. I know that sounds stupid. I know that it's a crazy thing to do to make yourself feel better, but when you start noticing that people won't F with you, it makes you feel better because everybody is so codependent on, I have to be accepted. I have to be accepted. I have to dress this way. I have to have my hair look good, not necessarily for me, but for other people. Because for every person that says they try to make their hair look good for themselves, that's not 100% the truth. It's the whole peacock thing. You're trying to look pretty because you got to have somebody else to notice how pretty you are. And I'm sorry, I'm throwing it out there like that, but I watched it yesterday, and every time I go out in public, I watch it, and I'm starting to think, I should have done this years ago. I mean, this right here is the best self-confidence booster I have done my entire life. And my mother laughs and says, a damn $5 haircut could have saved you a bunch of money. Think about it. I mean, just everybody be proud of who you are. I mean, there's some things you got to do. Like, I don't know, comb your freaking hair, take a bath, and put on some clean clothes. The rest of it is kind of up to you to do what you want to do. But you got to comb your hair. You got to put on some deodorant. There's just some stuff you got to do. Let's have some common sense here. Let's read what some people are saying, Miss Holly.
And then the greatest love of all is learning to love yourself.
Yes, if you don't love yourself, what you here for?
Yeah, I wanted to go back to Jeffrey's comment. He had a WTF. He said, I just landed an awesome interview last night. Just have to work out all the details. I hope to do it next week. Congratulations, Jeffrey.
Gina Jameson? Seymour Butts? I mean, what? Who did you land for an interview? That's a joke. That's a joke.
Jeffrey.
That's a joke. It could be a job. I was just being sarcastic. I mean, hey, how about this? The Just for Fun page just hit 14,100 likes. So Thanks to all you super ass, badass fans for being amazing people and sharing our show.
Jeremy Richardson in the house.
Jeremy. So he sent me a message, and I don't know the way it was typed, but it basically said, Larry squared up on your next dozen donuts at Donut King. So I'm not sure. Am I supposed to laugh at that? Because I swear to God, I feel so stupid. And you know what? Honestly, if I can make people laugh, then it's worth it, right?
He put in the chat, it says Jeremy Richardson, and said, or should I say Larry?
Yeah. And Terry, at the end of this, you're going to have to go back and watch the beginning of the show where I just did this spiel about self-confidence and everybody should learn to love themselves more. I mean, you know, Wansley's trying to just search for approval. She bought a damn red convertible Camaro
that she got locked out of yesterday.
Can I just point out it was a convertible? How the fuck do you get locked out of a convertible? I'm sorry, I F-bombed.
We love you, Wansley.
I literally was waiting for her to Bo Duke it and just throw her leg over the damn, just throw her leg over it. So let's go back real quick. There's so far to go back. I'm trying to see. Canadian Bacon says only Scotty whistles the Andy Griffin show with a mohawk. I'm telling y'all want to feel better about yourself? Do it. Just do it. I swear to God, for like the first week, I was all real self-conscious of everybody looking at me. And now I've just got to where I friggin' think it's the funniest thing on the planet because I'm watching these dumbass people drive their cars up on curbs. Like, you know, like it's a moving caterpillar on top of my damn head or something. It's the funniest thing ever.
Tessa Mann had said earlier, Scotty, we love you too.
Yeah, I want everybody to just have a good time, man, and laugh and enjoy your life, man. I think this, even though we say that this reset is insane, I think it's awesome. You know, we sat around and did a little grill lunch again yesterday after the little parade, and we all had us a little drink, and not like we're getting hammered or nothing, but everybody's just having a little cocktail.
It was nice.
It was super nice, and I used to not be the person that would take 10 minutes to just sit and do nothing. And now I'm just like, man, why haven't I been doing this before? I think we all need to basically go to the time clock, punch out for like 30 minutes a day, and just go sit somewhere, enjoy yourself, sit under the tree, read your Facebook if that's what you want to do, but don't read argumentative stuff. Like I did that this morning, by the way. Let me bring up this picture. I hate to take you away from Holly again, but I want to point out that I keep telling all these dumb people that want to come to my page and they want to debate. They want to talk smack. So I snapshot a picture of a debate page, and it says the debate page, and then another one under it says debate. Then the other one says debate of the day. Then the other one says the religious debate, and then it says see all groups for debate pages. So I literally was like, so I typed this. I wanted to do my part to help all those poor souls who can't seem to find a page to raise hell on. Here are some pages you can go to. Then you can act a fool, or you can disagree with everything. But then you can clearly have the odd fun that you're looking for on Facebook. I went, P.S. This does not go out to one individual. This goes out to probably 20 or 30 that like to come to my page just to try to get on my nerves, which they all know they're doing. And if you come to my page to get on my nerves, that means you're seeking out to be a dick. And if you're seeking out to be a dick, then you get whatever you deserve. And then at the bottom, I quoted, just always remember, when you throw shit into the fan, there will always be blowback. So don't come to my page talking smack and then be upset that I get pissed. You know, you have your own Facebook. You can go over there and post pictures of your dicks and your helicopters because that's the only thing you got up in your life. But don't come to my page and give me shit. There's thousands of people all day long that just want to give people shit, and you're just not going to be on my page doing it. I have the freedom. I have the self-empowerment. I have the self-confidence, and I have the ultimate power to remove you from my life. It's that simple. I make the rules in my life, and I think everybody else has that same right. There you go. PowerPoint for the day.
Candy had made a comment responding to where you was talking about people staring at you. She said they were probably looking at the way you were dressed, LOL. And then she says probably socks with Crocs.
No, I wish. But yesterday I had on I had on my boots and jeans and I had a black shirt on with the green logo on it. By the way, that black shirt with the green logo, we went to pick them up yesterday. Well, they didn't have them last Friday, and then they didn't have them yesterday. But they claim they're going to have them Monday. So we'll have shirts hopefully Monday. They're a little behind, I guess, with this whole epidemic thing. You know, this thing that's happening around the globe.
Alvin says, I live 16 hours away and look forward every morning to the show. Y'all are my morning fix.
Good.
We love you, Alvin. That's sweet.
And look, I'll tell you, Tara, I wish she'd call in. Tara, call in. I had a conversation with Tara one day when the station, the morning show was turning 6 years old. Hell, are we 6 now or are we 7? Shit, I done forgot. We started 13. What, 13? So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Holy cow. So we're 7. We're 7 right now. Wow. 7 years morning show. Wow. I keep saying 6, but now we're done with 7. Point is, she used to listen to the Burt Show. She said, I religiously listen to the Burt Show, and now it's like, every day I listen to y'all. She says, I feel like I'm part of y'all's life. I know everything about y'all. I've watched your kid grow up. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm going to find her number because I'm actually going to call her and make her talk about this out loud. But it was just kind of cool to listen to her explain it the way she did, because it doesn't, you know, people say, oh, and Scotty's over there boasting about himself. Oh, come on. It's not me boasting about myself if I'm telling you what somebody said.
Right.
Quit being a dick.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning. Are you listening to the show?
I was listening to the show, and then I got some coffee, and now I'm listening again.
Okay. So I was just addressing the fact that, like, I didn't even think about, we're already 7 years old. I keep saying 6. The morning show's already 7 years old. But I was repeating what you told me that one day about you used to listen to the Burt Show, and then you said, I listen every single morning. I feel like I know everything. I've watched Zaylee grow up, so you don't give that spiel so it don't sound like I'm just tooting my own horn.
Oh, yeah. I used to listen to the Burt Show every morning on my way to work and whatever. And then we met, well, I mean, I've been knowing you forever, but for Pink Pooch, and I think, wasn't that like 9 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can't remember if the Pink Pooch is 9 or 10.
Well, and I was going to say my station was in its first year when I came into Conyers. So then that's when I met back up with y'all, because a lot of people don't know I already knew Tara since 98 or 99. All right, so go ahead.
Right. I think that when I called you about the Pink Pooch, you only had like an evening show.
Yeah, that's because that's when I first started. You're right.
Yeah, but then I stopped, doing the Burt Show, and then I started tuning into y'all. And I mean, I feel like you're part of my family. I remember when you guys got the call to go get Zaylee from the hospital, and watched her grow up. Everything, all the parts of your life, all the parts of our life. So yeah.
Well, and I mean, and that was the cool thing, because you were like, the cool thing is when you're listening to the Burt Show, you don't know these people. You only know what they let you know. She's like, but you guys, you're on Facebook, you talk about everything. You divulge everything, like everybody knows everything that's going on in y'all's life. And it just makes, and you were saying, it just makes you feel like you're part of the show. And that's what I always try to do, is make everybody feel appreciated, because big corporate radio, when you call in, you have to wait how long to get to somebody?
Right. I mean, you're lucky if you do get to do that. And if you see these people out in public, you know, you go to an event or whatever, a lot of times they don't send, they don't send Bert from the Bert Show. They send, their interns and the people that you don't know.
Right.
So
you're that voice that's over there in the corner. Oh,
yeah. You get the real just for fun folks out at the events.
Oh, so. Yeah. And it's like Clark Howard. I was sitting at Howell Mill or wherever I was one day in Atlanta, and I'm literally sitting next to him at a red light waving. He looks over at me and looks back forward, and I'm like, really?
For real? Wow.
Like, wouldn't you at least wave? I mean, first off, how many people like Clark Howard? I mean, there may not be that many people that dig Clark Howard. Like, I'm not going to say I like super dig him or nothing, but I just thought it was kind of cool. Like, dude, I'm sitting next to a red Prius and it's freaking Clark Howard. That's kind of cool. And then
I think that one thing that we've learned during this situation and the quarantine and things like that is that everybody else in the whole world are people too.
Yeah.
Like your famous people, they're people too. They're coming online, they're coming on Facebook, and they're stuck in their homes and they're freaking out just like everybody else is. Mm-hmm. I've been following like Matthew McConaughey and watching his Facebook videos every day about, like home with his family and his kid, and, just that they're people just like we are.
That's right.
And they're experiencing the same, like I can't get toilet paper.
Right. Right. I'm a millionaire and I can't get something to wipe my crack with.
Right. So it's kind of cool to see that part of this. So, Clark Howard, he's a person too.
Right.
Well,
it's like I met Ken Cook years ago. I don't know if anybody remembers him. He was a weatherman. And it was like in the late 80s, I guess. It was like 87 and 88-ish. And I was working because I had lost my car in Hurricane Hugo, and I had to take whatever job I could get. So a buddy of mine worked at JCPenney's, and I just rode with him so I could get some money up to go get a better car and a job and all that stuff. And working in JCPenney's, I saw him coming through JCPenney's, and I walked up to try to talk to him, and he just treated me like I should be picking his cotton.
Wow.
Like, he just looked at me and was like, well, okay, not great to see you or anything. It's just like, you need to get back to doing what you're doing and don't speak to me. Wow. And I thought, you're just a effing weatherman, dude.
Right.
Like, I thought it was cool.
Real famous.
That's right. Like, I thought it was cool to meet you, and F you. You're just a damn weatherman.
Wow.
Your brain's partly cloudy, homie.
So have you ever met anybody who was like super famous that was like really cool?
Oh God, the coolest person. And if you word it super famous, the coolest person I've ever really sat down with, the coolest, Eddie Money. Eddie Money was the absolute coolest. We did the very first Music Midtown, and I was, that used to be at like 10th and Piedmont, or 10th and Peachtree, and we were doing it, and being that we were the electricians, we had to stay. So we got there to set up the power poles over that whole week of getting ready for it. But then the first day, whoever worked in the morning had to stay till night. Well, we were given passes to walk wherever we want, because we'd have to go behind stage to fix power issues. We'd have to go behind the Bud trucks and connect up their coolers. And so we got this free pass to go eat. So we're walking to go eat, and then we see this friggin' MILF walk by, pushing a baby stroller, big, huge boobs, gold jewelry, blonde hair, and we all, we're construction workers. We're looking at this girl like, what the hell? And then we see this dude, black blue jeans, a black button-down shirt, long hair, walking up, and we still didn't realize who he was because we didn't see his face. They were kind of walking kind of behind us. Well, then we get in there to go eat, and I'm sitting down at this damn table, and at the same table, like looking at this clock at the end of my table, freaking Eddie Money sits down and just starts talking to us. And I'm just like, get the out of here. Like, you know, because he used to be like a beat cop in the Bronx. And Eddie Money is just like 8 feet from me and just laughing and carrying on. Now, I've met bands like Queensryche. I got to sit in the limo with Queensryche. They were super nice. You know, I picked up Great White in my bus and got to drive them. That was friggin' cool.
That's cool.
You know, but then I've met a few that, you know, I ain't gonna throw out names, but I've met a few that, you know, like Left Eye Lisa Lopez. Oh my God, she was a see you in Tahiti, man. We had to hang ceiling fans in her condo. Let me just tell you, nasty personality.
Really?
Nasty personality.
Wow.
I mean, like, again, I should be picking your cotton. Nasty. I can't stand that mentality. Like, there's no, you know, I tell people what makes you can break you, you know, and the fans that make you can also destroy you. And it just trips me out when some of these people, you know, act like that. Now, I'll tell you some cool stuff that I've seen. So, God, what is Joey's last name? He has the 3 brothers. Remember he did Melissa and Joey, the TV show?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So I'm at Bike Week, and we're all in Daytona, and we're all cruising up down the roads. Well, we get to where you got to turn left on Main Street. Well, we're all sitting in friggin' traffic, just waiting on these motorcycles. Motorcycles get hot. So I decide I'm going to go to the right lane, and we're just going to pass these people and just go down, and we'll come in a different direction. So I had been noticing this guy with almost this kind of mullet-looking haircut, Joey Lawrence. So this almost mullet-looking haircut riding next to us this whole time that we're cruising. So then when I'm behind him, I keep seeing him look over his shoulder, looking behind all of us, like, because he's trying to decide if him and his friends are fixing to do this very same thing we're fixing to do. So about the time that we decide to pass, now when I say pass, I mean you're like 2 miles an hour. There's no traffic moving fast. I got to my left and I looked over and I went, son of a bitch, that's who it is. The whole time I've been back there going, do y'all know who this guy is? Do y'all know who this guy is? And when I yelled out his damn name, he just threw his finger up, pointed at me, and I thought, son of a bitch. I could have just got off my motorcycle, went up and got an autograph. Like, I mean, it's just those kind of things I've had happen, you know? I mean, I don't know. It's a crazy world that we live in, and it's real cool when you get to see, like, cool people, you know? I met Perry Saturn, which was a big wrestler back in the day, at Bike Week, and then we literally met in the turning lane at Bike Week. The same time I was at Bike Week. I mean, you know, it just is what it is. You know, it's great to see that they're just as human as the rest of us.
One time I walked down to the pharmacy, down to Beasley's. It was Evans Pharmacy at the time. To have lunch in Old Town, and there's always some old folks sitting there having lunch. You know, it's where, you know, the old folks kind of have coffee, have lunch, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I sat down beside this guy. This older gentleman had a red flannel shirt on, was eating his lunch, and I sat down and we had the best conversation. He was so cool, and I mean, I can't even remember what we talked about. But and then he paid for my lunch. And I was like, oh, thanks, you know, and went about my business. Well, the next morning, I went in to get coffee, and the ladies at the pharmacy were like, oh, my gosh, that was so cool. And I'm like, what was so cool? She's like, Robert Duvall. And I'm like,
see. Oh, and he would have been that's definitely one of the ones I wish I could meet, because he just seems
I didn't
so
even know
laid back.
him. He just looked like, I mean, after, you know, she said that, and I went and looked him up and was like, oh, wow, that was him.
Oh, and he's an amazing actor. Oh, my God. And some of the Westerns he's done.
It was so cool. He was in town, I think producing or helping, you know, a show. And he was just having lunch and bought my lunch and was the coolest dude. And I didn't even know who he was. Maybe that's why he was so cool.
Well, and see, I keep hoping one day that's going to happen. But like, my daughter used to date a guy that's a camera guy for The Resident. And, The Resident's being filmed in Conyers.
Yes.
Right next to where the DMV is. But have you seen any of them walking around Conyers?
No.
Okay.
No.
So let me tell you why. Because, see, that was what I was arguing. I'm like, damn it, I would love to meet these guys. Nope. They have a white van that takes them from Atlanta, from their hotel, straight to the door where they step out. As soon as filming's done, they step back into the white van and they go straight back to Atlanta. They do not do any socializing. They don't go walking around Conyers. They don't go meet anybody. Even though I love the show, it's kind of a shitty thing to do.
It is, because when we had the originals and Vampire Diaries, they used our businesses. They would come into, the places and eat, and especially their film crews. The film crews would come in and they would eat at the Celtic. They would eat at the pharmacy. They would,
I see them. You know what I mean? Like, we see them, but not the actors.
The actors from the originals, they did in the beginning when it was new, they would come in and, talk to all the merchants and things like that.
And what's funny is I hung out with all the cast from the originals that day. I did the stuff on the square, and I don't watch the show, so I didn't know any of them. And I'm hanging out with them, hooking up their microphone, letting one of them sing, play an acoustic guitar. I taught them no different than I would Dustin Bragg. Had no idea anything about how famous they were.
Wow.
Kind of funny, but they were all cool as hell.
Yeah, they were. And they really cared about about Old Town and what was going on there and keeping the businesses open, so while we were filming, so they didn't lose any money or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But, I know. Well, and then I hear stories like our friend that met Vince Vaughn and said, whatever you do, don't meet the people that you idolize because they'll let you down. Because I always loved Vince Vaughn until I heard what kind of douchebag he is.
But that's not always true, because I love Gene Simmons, and I met him one time. He was really cool.
Yeah, you met him at the Motel 6. Shut up. We don't want to talk about it. You're number 14,007. Now serving?
Dang.
Now serving. I'm just kidding. She's really 17,012. I was trying to give her a lower number though. I don't know.
Trying to make me sound old.
I just wish I don't know how to word it. I wish we all had more chances of meeting some of these people, but at the same time, is it a letdown? I think that's why I get frustrated with people that get stupid with me on Facebook, because I'm like, let's look at this. How many times have y'all met Southside Steve and got to hang out with him? I worked with him. I hung out with him. It was his freaking office. Everybody, I'd get my check from him,
Right.
But how many times do y'all get to walk up and talk to him? How many times do y'all know what he had for breakfast? How many times does he ask you how your kids are? How many times can you look at him and say, did you see my Facebook page? He don't even know who you are. And I go, I'm the closest thing. And I never referred to myself as a celebrity. Military Mike's the one that's been pushing me to make myself look at myself differently. So part of my growth, I have been trying to look at things differently. But I'm like, how many local people that are close to being celebrities give you 5 minutes of their time? And with me, should I sit down and drink beer with you, eat some French fries? I let y'all know everything. I actually have a situation with some family members that have kind of pulled away from me because they literally said to my wife, Scotty puts way too much stuff out there. And my wife says, and my wife, who would defend me till the day she dies, says, you do know what makes Scotty who he is being open since the day he came back to this planet. That's what makes him who he is. That's why people love him. That's why he's got the power that he's got to captivate people, because he's open. And they're like, yeah, but we're just not that way. So I've actually had to cut some people loose. Actually, they cut me loose. It's not like I had a choice. because I'm too open with what I talk about. And I'm like,
they was afraid you was going to be airing their business on the radio.
Well, I'm just a person that's proud to say I'm just like you. You know, I get a chapped ass just like you. I can't stand that blue jeans are, made for skinny people. I think fat people don't need to wear skinny leg pants. I believe that, I believe what most of y'all believe. I'm just like y'all. I'm just a little crazier. And I jokingly say this, but I mean it. It just, when I cuss, I make people feel uncomfortable. And I like making people feel uncomfortable. I like making people step outside of their comfort zone. When I drop the F-bomb, everybody gets so mad. But let me tell you, sometimes the F-bomb's needed to make you feel the emphasis of what I'm trying to say. Because if I was just talking normal, you wouldn't feel what I'm saying. But if I say something that makes you feel uncomfortable, then all of a sudden I got your attention because I've made you feel uncomfortable, and then you stop long enough to listen to what I'm saying. So if you look at this in a psychologist sort of way, I got power over your brain. Like, I know what to say and what to do to trigger you to listen to what I want you to listen to. And people go, he's such a moron. He's this, he's that. If I got you mad, I got power over you. Mm-hmm. Think about that.
Well, look how many times, though, that people have taken advantage of you or used you in the station to get things that they needed.
God, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or to get themselves out there, or, you know what I mean?
Well, I had this conversation with a preacher yesterday, and a lot of people don't know this, but I'm thinking about on Sundays, 1 hour a day on Sundays, bringing a church service into Just for Fun Radio, so you can actually listen to this church service for 1 hour on Sundays from 11 to 12. And the reason this church would be a choice for me is it's a more open-minded church, because I find it funny that I'm going to take Holly off picture for a second because I want to point something out. I've had these churches who wants to use my reach from what I have built, not with their help, mind you. The church didn't help me build it. I did this. So the church, I want everybody to see this picture I just put up. This is me doing a rant in my van, 6,455,000 views. I mean, I want you to see that. That right there was me sitting in the van on a Monday morning talking smack. You can see the car seat. You can clearly see that's the van. Now, that's only just some of what I've pulled off. But what I find funny is I have been shunned by all these churches who want to hate on me and say I got a foul mouth and I say this and I say that. But yet, hey, can you help us share this? Can you help us, do this? Can you help us do that? And I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't I the guy that you hate? Aren't I the guy you talk smack about? Am I not the very same guy you said, oh, he needs Jesus? I'm the guy that you pick on. But I am also the same person that every single one of these people who hate me and talk smack, I'm the person they come to the second they need something. And I don't say this in a bragging way. I say this in that I am aware of this. Like, I know that's what they do. So that's one reason this church that I'm talking with is a more accepting church. And, and here's the other thing. Let's just be real. Most people that go to church go because they need something. They feel that they need a spiritual connection. They feel they need more positivity in their life. They feel they need to be around better people. So why would a church shun people who are trying to come to church? I mean, when you go, he's a drug addict. Well, don't that dude need Jesus? Right. That girl's slutty. Don't that girl need Jesus? Don't, well, that did you hear about that poor girl? Her husband left her for a stripper. Well, don't you think her and her kids need Jesus too? I mean, Jesus ain't just yours. You don't hold the copyright on Jesus. So
I think that'd be great. And, people need that right now. They can't go out and go to a church. So that'd be cool.
And think of how many people this is going to be listening to the app anywhere in Georgia. but let's just say Snellville as an example. And they go, wow, that's just like 30 minutes down the road. I'm going to have to go check that out. Let me go, let me go see their Facebook page. Oh my God, they got a live service. Let me just watch it. And then they start watching it like every week. And then they go, oh man, I got to drive down there one day. I got to check this place out. I mean, you know, why not? I mean, how many people truly are going to turn off the 1 hour of it on Sunday and go, I'll come back. Well, if you don't want to listen, that's fine. Go get you some coffee, go take a poop, play on Facebook, come back in an hour, listen to some more music. You know, I'm just saying.
You know what? It might just give, because you find that a lot of people that don't go to church don't go because the feeling of being judged.
Thank you. That's my whole point.
It might just help somebody that needs it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure there are tons of people out there that need that in their life, but they don't go because there's so many churches that are so, judgmental that they don't feel like they're going to get what they need because of being judged by walking through the doors.
That's right. Them old biddies. Remember the old biddies?
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. She should be ashamed of herself. How about you, who's saying that? Should really be ashamed of yourself.
Like when the greeter at the church is afraid to shake your hand or afraid to greet you,
right,
because of how you look or whatever, that's not cool.
I agree. All right, well, get back to what you're doing. I was just trying to be on a positive note and make.
Okay.
You should go listen to the beginning of the show when the show's over, because I was telling people about how me being uncomfortable and having the mohawk in the beginning has turned into having like a Superman cape. Like, I love making people feel uncomfortable. I love making them feel uncomfortable because in a way it's like, ha, this is for all the years you made me feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in control. Now I'm the one that decides how to make you feel uncomfortable and not you make me feel uncomfortable.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
man.
for you.
I love it.
That's
I say
cool.
mohawks for every guy on the planet.
Hey, look, you're bringing back a trend. We need to see how many people you can get to do it.
Hey, so far, Wansley's husband went and did it. Come on now. We need more.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, man.
Shoot.
I need to get pictures of me and him standing somewhere smiling. We need to like hold signs and stand at a stop sign. Bring back the mohawk. Just because I'm telling you, she should ask her husband, how does it make him feel having it? Because the first week you feel very uncomfortable. The second or the third week, you're so busy laughing at everybody who run in the doors. I mean, it's hilarious. Like I was walking out of the Mexican restaurant like the first week I had it, and you would have thought I was Shaquille O'Neal walking through the restaurant. These people just quit eating and looked up, and I'm like, it's not going to jump off my head and bite you. Like, get over yourself. Just make them feel uncomfortable. All right, girl, go do your thing. I got to get to a commercial. I appreciate you.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for chewing the fat with us. So Candy, and I'm going to say this before we go to commercial because this will be funny. Candy keeps saying eventually you're going to figure out who I am. Girl, I knew who you were a long time ago. I saw your ass when I was drunk down at the Gold Rush one time. I know exactly who you are. Don't fool yourself. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, you guys.
Have you ever heard of Brian Linkus? That's right. He's a new broker agency for insurance. One call. That's all you have to make. One quote. Let them do the work for you. Who wants to keep calling insurance company after insurance company, getting so aggravated with what they're telling you? All you have to do is call and make one phone call to these cats. They will look it up. They will do all the work for you. They call all these other insurance companies. They get you all these amazing quotes. One call. That's all you have to do. So let's see. One phone call one day, and I don't have to get aggravated. That's a win. Call the Brian Linkus Agency. You can look them up at LoganvilleInsurance.com. It's a game changer. Hey, Joey, you ever heard about Rush Tees?
Yeah, I think I have. Is it the place you can get your own designs printed up on any shirt?
Polos, you can design whatever you want. Hell, you can take a picture of you and your dog and have it put on a shirt.
That's really cool. They're known for a quick turnaround, too, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Unless you got some crazy amount of shirts you want, they don't even have a minimum order. They are pretty good about getting you your stuff really fast.
That's very cool. So rush on down to Rush Tees and Signs. Where are they located, Scotty?
Man, they're located right there off of Elm Street and 278 in Covington. Their number is 770-728-1481.
Tell them Just for Fun sent you.
The time time of the year. It's approaching, man. Here we are at the beginning of the year. You know tax season is right around the corner. Heck, I was watching people last night on Facebook debate about paying people to do their taxes and is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Let me just tell you this. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. They saved me a lot of money. I was scared. I just knew I was going to owe a bunch of money. I can promise you, just like they did for me, they will do for you. They will take care of you. Make sure you go check out Rapid Tax Service, 678-658-8601. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. Let's talk about Jimmy James Towing. Have you ever noticed any time that you've ever needed a tow truck, it is the most horrible time possible? That's right. Every time you call a tow truck, you are at the mercy of the tow people. Listen, man, you need to call Jimmy James Towing. He is the most trusted, safe, reliable, honest tow truck guy I've ever known. And just know, he is there to be your friend, not just a business person. Jimmy James Towing is there to be your friend when you need him, right then and there. It's your worst possible time ever. Jimmy James Towing, 404-554-3121.
Can you tell me how to get to the pampered puppy?
That's where my dog wants to be, to go get so fresh and clean.
Pampered puppy.
So clean, that's where my doggy wants to be.
At the best groomer
In the town, it's the Pampered Puppy.
Hey, have you ever thought about advertising with Just for Fun Radio? Just know it's just one click away or one phone call away. All you got to do is reach out to us here at Just for Fun Radio. We will advertise you in the best possible manner we can. And listen, the name of the game of advertising is getting that name out there, and we can do it here at Just for Fun Radio. This is a warning. Don't take anything we say too damn serious.
All right, we're back. So let's testify. Wansley said yesterday how hard a mohawk is to cut. She goes, oh my God, I would have never believed it would have been that damn hard. So for everybody that gave me shit about mine being a little crooked, y'all have no idea. You're trying to take a round ass head, and some people's head are not like really round, by the way. You got lumpy heads, and scars and all this other stuff, and you're trying to cut a 2.5 inch perfectly square. You have no idea how hard it is. Yeah, you have no idea how it is. So Candy, on the other hand, is laughing her ace off. She did the big ass faces. Because she kept saying, when y'all figure out who I am, I'm like, girl, don't lie. I saw your ass at the Gold Rush. I was drunk. You were stripping. We know exactly who you are. And she's now like, oh my
Karina.
God.
Good morning, Susie.
Hashtag shut up, Scotty. I wasn't talking about that one. Okay, so not the Gold Rush. It was Tops and Tails that time. Or Cheetah the neck. No, not Cheetah. What's the one on? God, what's the one on? Me and Jeff Mathias, all of us used to go to it right there at Checkers and Buford Highway. God, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Anyways, I just thought that was funny. Jeff 8 said I had a mohawk back in the day. He kept it for like 2 years because Cody wanted one. Dude, I say do it. Do them. I love it. I friggin' just think it's amazing. I saw a picture yesterday that made me really not be happy with myself because I've let myself get fat again. And but it's a picture of Dondra standing there and me and my bow pot belly and my mohawk. And then I went, who cares? So anyways, good morning, everybody. Candy, explain what you're talking about. And I'll quit making jokes, by the way, if you just tell us. Still scratching from the Alvin. I shouldn't have read it. I shouldn't have read Alvin's. I should have just kept going.
Wansley said Brian has that little fat roll on the back of his head.
Pack of hot dogs. We all right. I'm just saying, dude, I love it. Let me tell you something. When I went into Ace, holy cow, I'm walking into Ace and all these guys are just walking in and stop. They stumble over their own feet to look at me standing there buying that concrete. And then one guy came from the front of the store, and when you come down to the counters, you have to come down the aisle, take a left off the aisle. So where I'm standing, if you're coming down the aisle, you can't see me. What was funny is when he got there and turned left, and he starts talking to the guy at the counter as he's stepping up. He's like, hey, man, I just got and he just stops and look at me, and I'm just like, you okay? I mean, I literally wanted to say that. So anyways, Candy says, yeah, you were a cheap tipper. Oh my God, that is so funny. You and your buddy took me and a chick to the VIP room. That's funny. No, I'm a cheap ass. I didn't go to no VIP room. I was the kind of guy that when Jeff Matthias would try to get us like 4 table dances or 4 lap dances at the same time, I would take the money back off the table and stick it in my pocket. And he would be like, oh, yeah. So me and Michael Allman and Jeff went to a strip club, and we came home with money. And Jeff Matthias woke up next morning and goes, oh my God, my head hurts. I can't believe y'all let me blow all my money last night. And I went, sucks to be you. He's like, oh my God, y'all should have stopped me. I said, we tried. Remember, you kept trying to get 3 girls dancing at the table at one time, and hell, you can't watch but one at a time. Yeah, well, we was having fun. So then I reach in my pocket and throw out the money, and then Michael throws out the money, and Jeff looks at me and goes, what the hell is this? And we both went, we saw what was going on. We knew you were going to blow your whole paycheck, so we started hoarding the money so that we knew you would have money the next day. So if Jeff was looking at me, Michael would sneak the money off the table. If he was looking at Michael, I would sneak the money off the table. We ended up taking home like $380, almost $400 or something, that Jeff would have blown at the strip club. Just saying. So Mike says, just got attacked. I swear to God, I got to quit reading his too. Wansley says your mohawk shows up better than Brian's because his is gray. But with his being gray, he can wash in like red Kool-Aid. It'll last a couple days, or green Kool-Aid. That'll last a couple days. So yeah, like I didn't realize how dark my hair is. The way I keep shaving my hair, it's usually on your head so long, right? When you think about hair, your hair's usually on your head so long that the sun bleaches it and it's lighter than it looks, right? Or lighter than it might be. Me, I always, when I did keep my head just shaved without a mohawk, I never let it get this long. So this morning I looked in the mirror and I'm like, shit, my hair looks black right now. But it's because it hadn't had a lot of sunlight to dye it out. Even though today I'm going to shave it down to the skin again because we were just trying to let it look like this long enough to get pictures. And then I'll go back, slick today. So anywho, I'm just rambling away. I'm sorry. Karina says, Scotty, I got the numbers we talked about yesterday. The U.S. corona cases are 6 million. No, that's not 6 million. That's 600,000.
Yeah.
Why do I say, oh, it's because WSB said we had 6 million. That's where the brain went. I'm sorry. 629,000 people. And this is just the United States, right? And 26,000 on death. And then when did you get the numbers? Is that current today's numbers? The reason I bring that up is yesterday I took pictures to prove a point about how the numbers with Channel 2 keep changing. So yesterday they were trying to show how many numbers were across the United States. So I'm assuming you're current because yesterday we were at 609,000. So we went up by 20,000 people on confirmed cases. And on the deaths, we only went up by 700 people yesterday for deaths. Not quite 700 because yesterday we were at 26,057. Now we're at 26,708. Now, yes, that's horrible. But when you think about 700 people out of billions, then that's really not that many people. I mean, you probably have 700 people die every day for other natural causes, right? Jan says, what is Kool-Aid? Oh, Jan's in Australia, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes. Kool-Aid is a powdered drink that you can put in your water to have wild cherry, fruit punch, different flavors. Grape. Of course, grape would be grape color, cherry red, fruit punch red. But you can put that in your hair and it'll stay in for a couple of weeks. Candy says, man, those were the good old days. I would bring home 1,000 to 3 a night. Yes, that was back. Now, not that I agree with you. Like, I know you see what I just screwed up and did. I don't know that you did that. I agree. I remember those because I had dated girls that had been strippers. I never dated a current stripper. If they were currently gainfully employed as a stripper, I would not date them. But if they had done it in their past, I didn't hold that against them. It's kind of a turn on anyways.
Jonathan Hicks from Seatown Vapes is in the house.
What's going on, my brother? Jeff 8 says population control at work. Yep, Mother Nature, man. Mother Nature has a way of working stuff out.
In the house.
I will read this one, Michael. Corona cases at my house is 0. Surprising, the only dead is these hands of Fireball.
Handles of Fireball.
Handles of Fireball? Okay, the only dead there is handles. Oh, I see. Never mind. I have to remember what I'm reading. Dun, dun, dun. Where's the station at? We are located in, I guess you could call us Jersey. We're in between Social Circle, Monroe, and Jersey, Georgia. Down, I don't know, if you go for a big landmark, we're 45 minutes to an hour away from Stone Mountain. That's based on traffic. That's not based on mileage, by the way. So what's happening, everybody? You know, we're trying to be an open forum. We'll talk about anything y'all want to talk about. So come on, man. Let's have it. I do want to bring this up.
Good morning, Terry Stewart.
Now that Alex is on, I was waiting for Alex to get on. So I took a picture this morning, and I wanted to talk about it. So we know that Channel 2 gave out misinformation. I guess it was about a week ago when they said that the United States had 6 million corona cases and 370,000 were right here in Georgia. So we already know they keep giving out all this false bullshit news. So this morning, I want everybody to think about this, like really think about what I'm saying. So they show this picture, and it says Corona questions and answer. I'm just going to do it this way. And Channel 2 says, are stimulus checks taxable? And then in bigger letters, it goes, no, they are not taxable income. The problem is, they said the words, a think tank group has sat around and said that this is probably not taxable. Number one, a think tank group does not work for the United States government. They're not an official voice of the United States government. They're not an official anything. They are just a bunch of friggin' nerds sitting in a room going pepperoni or sausage. And I don't mean on their pizza. The point I'm trying to get at is, why would Channel 2 post it as a fact if it's a think tank? You should not type those words and make the public believe that the think tank speaks for the United States government. You just shouldn't mislead people to believe that it's a non-taxable, because nobody knows for sure if it's taxable or not. Nobody knows what's going to happen, because anybody that says you won't be taxed on this don't really know. Because when they gave me the $800 tax credit, it wasn't supposed to be taxable. That's why we took it. And then guess what? They taxed me nearly $1,600 on the $800 credit they gave me. So don't believe that this money you're going to get is 100% tax-free. Don't believe it, because nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's one reason I said I was waiting for Alex to get up, so I hope he's listening.
Good morning, James Royster and Jason.
Alvin says, BS, we're going to pay taxes on that. Think they said 5% next year. So this news department has tried to convince everybody that it's non-taxable. Do you know how many people are going to be walking around pissed off because they're going to find out. Well, Channel 2 told us. Man, see, these news crews, dude, these news people, they just keep giving out fake shit. They just keep giving it out. And I just wish that let the government, even though I know it violates freedom of speech, but I believe the government should say, listen, you can have your freedom of speech, but it can't be lies. It just can't be lies. You should call yourself National Enquirer or The Sun. You know, you might as well start talking about UFOs instead of trying to tell everybody you're getting your tax money back. So look, I've got, Tara just sent me this and says, the pampered puppy even is doing mohawks now. Call it the Just for Fun cut. Watch this. You see it?
Oh, that's cool. Good morning, Moondog.
So it was a white poodle with a blue mohawk.
Good morning, Star Key. Star Key's in the house.
Star Key's in the house? Yeah, y'all will never let me live that shit down too. So Tammy says you have no idea what the government's going to do. Thank you. I applaud you for that. So that you,
yes.
I'm glad you typed it. They see it, and it's not just me saying it. I'm just saying these bastards are going to do whatever they want to do. If they think that they can make more money back off of us by taxing the money they gave us, oh my Jesus, you know they're going to do it. You know they're going to do it. F it, if we're going to be here until we die, have fun, enjoy it. Yeah, man. You know, the Democrats will tax any money. Let me just keep moving. The PPP loans for small, okay, so Roger says the PPP loans for small businesses are taxed spread over the next 3 years. Man, thank you for typing that. I applaud you for that. I am so happy because everybody just says he just rambles away. I'm glad that the listeners, you lovely, awesome, amazing people, are typing it so other people can read it. Because, I mean, I clearly go back to what they did to me. I clearly always go back to that. I should have never taken the $800 because I just made an assumption. You're going to give me an $800 tax credit because we're paying for my insurance, you know, blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Who would have friggin' known I was going to get taxed? And doubled. Like you're double taxing me on a credit. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. And we're still paying prices. Like we still keep getting letters from 2015 saying we owe them money. And we're like, we already settled all this with y'all. Y'all actually gave us money back. We cashed the damn check. Now you're telling me I owe you money again? Like, shut up. Getting that tax credit was the worst thing that I've ever done. It has done nothing but cost me more money and headaches. I mean, I would have rather just paid $800 for 2015 and 16. So anybody else got any opinions on that? I know I got to go to commercial here in just a second. You're reading?
Yeah, somebody sent us. I'm getting messages.
Okay. About this or just other stuff?
No, other stuff. Somebody sent me a video, and then Jeffrey was telling me about the interview we landed.
Okay.
For the radio station.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay. Okay, so Candy goes BRB. I'm not sure what that is. Be right back. You know, all you young people type and all that weird stuff.
I'm fixing to say, come on, Scotty, you know what that is.
No, somebody else typed something the other day, and it was something. I can't even remember what it was. And I'm like, just type the damn word. We should all have we should have over 100 listeners every day at home. Share the show. Yes, please. And please, please, please share the show. I keep begging people to do that. But again, the Facebook numbers are a dang joke too. Every afternoon we watch the numbers get real skewed. Like we'll see them be high numbers, and then 2 hours later they'll be low numbers. And yeah, the Facebook numbers are such a damn joke. With all the people and their privacy things, that's what screws me up. Because again, if people are listening from their phone, they can pull it up on Facebook and then miniaturize it and then scroll back down. So when they miniaturize it, you know, I'll get them as a clicked view, but I'm not getting them as a live watcher, even though they're physically watching and physically listening. But if it's not large on their phone, their number disappears, which really sucks. But the numbers are the numbers. The only people that really care about my numbers are my sponsors. I was one of the things that was asked out of me yesterday through a big Skype meeting that we had, or Zoom meeting that we had, was what were my numbers. But you can't trace cell phones, so that saves me every time.
But that's something that a lot of sponsors I've talked to have asked about.
Mm-hmm. They want to know.
Numbers.
That's why I keep trying to say, everybody, please share the show. Please get people to like the fun page, because that truthfully is my only proof numbers. We know through my app company, that claims they can show me how many people's listening at any given moment. And we did an experiment one morning, and I know I was listening where I lived in Conyers. Madison was where Rich Archer was. Oklahoma is where the Guru was. And we know the three of us at that exact moment were listening, and it showed me like one person 2 states above Oklahoma and one person in Dubai. And we've done this experiment several times, and we'll always see these weird, like Guam. I had a listener in Guam one morning when I clearly know Jeff Matthias and Bree were listening in Snellville.
Right.
But I could see the guy in Guam listening, but I couldn't see the guy in the United States. See, with all these privacy things in the United States, I can't really see all these numbers because privacy laws. All right, look, hey, take care. Don't go nowhere.
Sarah Henderson.
Did you read that last comment? Your friend.
Canadian bacon?
Nope. You didn't see that? Okay, so let me get it off of Mike. I care because of 100 somebody's getting naked. Just saying, guys. Don't go nowhere. I'm not. You go find it. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. I love you guys. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
You're thinking about having some trees and stumps removed from your yard. Let's face facts, y'all. Y'all find this to be a horrible thing to have to pay for, and you really just don't know who you can trust. Well, let me tell you, my friends down there at Absolute Tree and Stump Removal are the most honest people I've ever had. They are the best people I've ever had in my yard, and I can trust them to not tear up anything. I can trust them to be on my property. That's right. Absolute Tree and Stump Removal, they are there when you need them, because most of the time when you need stuff like this removed, it's more have-tos than wants. So let them help you in your time of need. That's right. Absolute Tree and Stump Removal. Hey everybody, DJ Scotty here. I want to talk to you about White Brothers Auto Parts Warehouse. I'm telling you, they take your auto experience to a whole nother level. You go in there, you make sure you see qualified people that know how to answer your questions. How hard is it to go in there and ask for an 1157 brake light and nobody even know what you're talking about? Come on. You as a consumer should trust who you buy products from, and let me promise you this, White Brothers is the right place to go to. They have 3 locations in Stone Mountain, Forest Park, and here in Conyers. Make sure you check out White Brothers Auto Parts Warehouse. Let's talk about Jimmy James Towing. Have you ever noticed any time that you've ever needed a tow truck, it is at the most horrible time possible? That's right. Every time you call a tow truck, you are at the mercy of the tow people. Listen, man, you need to call Jimmy James Towing. He is the most trusted, safe, reliable, honest tow truck guy I've ever known. And just know, he is there to be your friend, not just a business person. Jimmy James Towing is there to be your friend when you need him, right then and there. It's your worst possible time ever. Jimmy James Towing, 404-554-3121. Hey, have you ever thought about advertising with Just for Fun Radio? Just know it's just one click away or one phone call away. All you got to do is reach out to us here at Just Fun Radio. We will advertise you in the best possible manner we can. And listen, the name of the game of advertising is getting that name out there, and we can do it here at Just for Fun Radio.
Can you tell me how to get to the pampered puppy?
That's where my dog wants to be. To go get so fresh
And clean. I see you trying to sing it.
Pampered puppy.
So clean, that's where the puppy wants to be. You know, I can sing just like this dude.
At the best groomer in the
You
town.
sound exactly
Sounds
like
just
it.
like him.
Pamper puppy.
Pampered puppy. Pampered puppy.
This is a warning. Don't take anything we say today.
All right, you guys and gals, what's
Frickin' crack it
happening?
back.
Yeah, we need to record that. That'd be kind of funny and put an echo behind it. So what's going on, everybody? So listen, let's address the big pink object in the room. Everybody has been messaging me about the donut. That donut was Newton County's largest donut ever made. Period. Newton County should recognize it and like give Donut King an award for making the largest donut ever. That donut was like the size of an 18-inch woofer. It was amazing and heavy. But let me tell you, was it not good?
Was.
Oh my God.
Was.
That is so much better than a damn cake. So much better than a cake. So I gave like a quarter of it to Holly, a quarter of it to Adam Kane and Brittany Kane. And I just love it, man. And that damn pink flavoring tastes like a Sonic strawberry milkshake. Oh my God, it was amazing. But he said you can get whatever flavor donut you want. You can get whatever flavor icing over it. You know, can you imagine to get that brand kind of donut with like that friggin' maple honey, whatever, butterscotchish kind of icing on top of it? Oh my God. I wonder if he could make it and kind of make it like a pizza where we have different flavors on it.
I'm sure he could.
That would be awesome.
Richard Bradshaw.
It might be ugly, but it'd taste good.
Get him one today.
Man, that pink donut is the shit. I'm just sorry. I got to just say it like that. Benji's in the house. What's going on? Hey, if you find yourself going over there at lunch, get the beef au jus. Oh my God, that sandwich I ate. Oh God almighty, it was awesome.
Lyndon Paul Sellers is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning. Of course, eating that sandwich right after we talked about mud flaps was, just.
When you held that sandwich up, that's what I thought about too.
And then this morning I was looking for something and I accidentally come across a picture that I'm going to put in our chat. And as soon as I seen it, I went, oh my God, mud flaps. So everybody get ready because I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. I'm going to send it to Brett too because I know he's listening. Anybody that wants to see this picture, just let me know. I stumbled across it this morning on Yahoo while I was trying to find something else, and it's straight up mud flaps. Straight up mud flaps. So, Jeffrey.
Starsky said, sounds like a hamburger has been sneezed on.
Yes. Wansley, I bought a dozen of strawberry for Easter, and my son ate almost all the dozen. Oh my God! See, I'm not a strawberry icing person, so that's why I'm gonna say I was super duper surprised how friggin' amazing the pink donut is. Please don't take me wrong, but I literally just didn't think it was going to have that great of a strawberry taste, and it certainly did. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And that beef au jus is amazing. Oh, my God, that is the best roast beef I've ever had in my life. Arby's ain't got nothing on that sandwich. Did you go see the mud flaps yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you haven't. Because when you do...
I was scared.
Oh my God. And I was looking up something and that popped up and I went, well, so much for Yahoo Safe Search.
Jimmy James Towing.
Jesus Christ. When I saw that picture, I was like, that ain't even what, you know what I was looking for? I typed in SHIT between my toes. Because I was trying to make a reference to when, if you accidentally step and it squeezes up between your toes. So when I typed in sheet between my toes, that was in there. That has nothing to do with sheet. Well, maybe. Maybe.
Talking about camel toes.
Jeez, yes. There you go. That's the only thing that made sense because I'm like, that picture had nothing to do with poop between my toes. Because honestly, I'm going to show you the picture that what I ended up with. But that's what I ended up with. That picture right there. Because I was trying to make a post that says, dumb people remind me of when you accidentally step and poop goes up between your toes. Your opinion is valued with me about like this. And it would have been the sticking up between your toes. But when I typed in between the toes, that weird meat curtain picture popped up. Yep, Brett's probably going to send me back a nasty picture or a crappy comment. Brett's probably going to send back and go, I know her. He says those ain't mud flaps, those are boat rudders. Oh, my God. It's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. So anyways. Anybody else got anything? Anybody want any WTFs? We're going up on the 9 o'clock hour. Any WTFs from yesterday? The closest thing to the WTF I have is literally the watching people come unglued on the square. And then, of course, the people at the Quick Trip. That was hilarious. I swear to God, if y'all go in public, just start whistling. Just start whistling Andy Griffin. And people are just going to come unglued. I don't get it, but it is hilarious. I promise you, it is hilarious. So I'm getting Starsky saying, can you move a building? And he's like, absolutely. So, yeah, man. Yep, Jimmy James towing for all of your needs. I need him to tow me over a bobcat. What? Did you send Alvin that picture? You better watch. He may send you back a picture.
He said I'd still smash it.
I probably would too. I mean, you know. Oh my God. So Jeffrey says my WTF was watching Scotty's food porn yesterday. Yeah, because Tammy Underwood even goes, oh my God, you and this damn food, you're making me hungry.
I know.
That sandwich was off the hook, though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I am not gonna lie. That sandwich was, and it's not that big, but it's thick.
While you was on there eating it, I should have sent you that picture back of the mud flaps.
Mm-hmm. They did resemble. They really do resemble. Yeah, I was really waiting for Brett to be like, I know that girl. I know her. Oh, my Lord. So anyways, did y'all see that Lake Oconee income taxes? No, did not. Supposedly, the owner has kept all these people's stimulus check, and they're acting like a bunch of hoodlums. I did see the video of the one in Augusta where everybody was outside acting crazy.
I don't know which one they had on the news, but they had on the news where these tax places had set up accounts for people's income taxes.
Yeah, back before.
And their stimulus checks were sent to those accounts,
yes.
But the tax places don't have those accounts anymore.
Right. And then,
the guy,
but then also you got all the people out there saying, "Well, that cop's lying. He's believing, He's believing what the tax person said." And he's like, "I'm only telling you what I've been told. It's not the cop ain't lying. I'm telling you what I've been told."
Right.
They were just ghetto mean to the guy.
On the news owned one of the tax places, and he said the tax preparers are only allowed to mess with their tax returns.
Mm-hmm.
They're not allowed to mess with any other money. And furthermore, they do not have those accounts anymore.
Right.
And they sent all that money back to
the
IRS.
So what they're claiming is the IRS is now getting all the checks sent back, and then they're going to have to reissue individual checks written to each person. Can you just say 4 to 6 weeks?
Right.
Jesus.
But that goes back to you should know where your tax money, because they told you to go to the website to put in direct deposit information.
Here's my problem.
And they didn't do it before the stimulus checks were sent out, but they told you that 2 weeks ago to go put in your bank information.
Don't use a ghetto ass bullcrap tax company to begin with. There's where your heartache started, is you used a pathetic, crappy tax place to begin with. I do not rate my tax places because they're located next to a Metro PCS. I'm just saying. You get it. You get what you pay for. I use Rapid Tax Service. Casey Durham, the tax man. I ain't playing around with no BS tax stuff. tax man can screw you up bad. Why would you want to cheat yourself and use a shitty tax person? Rapid Tax Service.
But that also comes back to you should know where your tax refund was deposited to. If it was on the card,
you should, right? If you did anything,
had 2 weeks to go put in information if they didn't want it deposited where their 2018 taxes were direct deposit.
Right. I'm with you.
So to me, that goes back to the individual people.
Be responsible. Do your homework. That's right. Do what you got to do. Michael B. Balls in the house saying hello.
I didn't count either, but I knew where my 2018 taxes were deposited to.
Mm-hmm. Let me keep on scrolling. Of course, none of the people talking about that video yesterday, none of them people are the ones that voted for Trump, but where's my damn money? That's true too. I find it to be irony. I'll tell you what did piss me off. Me and Rich were talking about it before the show this morning. Is so the way the news crew, I hate the news. The news crew was down there running the video, and all you keep hearing them say is these people are pissed because the tax return place is not giving them their money. It wasn't till the very end of how many people sat through this entire live video. Not too many. Most people would watch 30 seconds of crazy madness and then turn it off. And you would believe by only watching 30 seconds of it, you would believe that your understanding is all these people are pissed because they ain't getting their money. But it wasn't until you listened to the whole thing that you found out that the tax return place they were using, sends their money to a checking account. The IRS and the government sent their checks to where they thought was these people's checking accounts, and it was not. Right. So you can't be mad at who sent the check. You can only be mad at the people who are dumb, who doesn't know where their money goes.
Right.
Simple misunderstanding, but it is a simple misunderstanding, but they should have known better. And it is a misunderstanding. So therefore, why are you there screaming, give me my money? Go ahead.
Look at the story I saw of those people out there raising Cain, give me my money. I thought, I wish I could go down there holding a sign up saying, he ain't your president, so That's you right. ain't getting no money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let that girl created so much more. I don't know that one. The thing that really got me so mad was that the news sent a black girl down there, and the black girl on the news exploited the poor black folks that are standing there pissed because they can't get their money.
Right.
So
good morning, Tina.
You got a black reporter that's exploiting her own people, and that is what I go, that's your news crew. That's your people. That's your people who you believe everything with the news, and that's your people. And I'm not meaning that's your people because they're black. I'm saying that's your people. You believe your news crew people, and they're down there exploiting your mishaps. And clearly, if they would have got all these crazed-ass people under control to where you could have actually explained what was happening, but they were letting them stay mob mentality instead of actually trying to make them listen to anything. So there you have that. Oh, Teener's in the house. Oh, Teener.
Yeah, she left you a nice little message in the chat.
That picture ain't her. What's she gonna complain about?
And Alvin said, I got paid yesterday. Thank you, Trump. Daddy needed to pay some bills. Good morning, John Crumbly.
So Tina, here's what happened. Tina, since you weren't listening, I was in Yahoo searching for an image, and I typed in SHIT between my toes. I was trying to find a picture of where somebody barefooted stepped on poop because I was going to use it in a post I was making. And that picture popped up. And I'm like, what does that picture have to do with poop between toes? But because you also didn't listen yesterday, Trainwreck Jen likes listening to the song Mud Grips on Anything, you know, blah, 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 or Mud Grips on Everything. The funny thing is Rich Archer made a joke and went, mud flaps. She was going, I ain't got no damn mud flaps. And now it's turned into this hashtag Jen mud flap. What was it? Hashtag mud flap Jen.
Mud flap Jen.
Jacob created that yesterday. So I just thought it was funny that after we just talked about mud flaps, that picture pops up when I'm trying to find poop between toes.
Starsky says, wait a minute, them bitches was not 6 foot apart either, talking about they want their money.
Oh, yeah, there was no social distancing.
On that one, I saw that woman said, it's my money and I want it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, watching them people come unglued was just insane.
Yeah,
just insane.
Tina said, okay, Scotty.
Yeah, Tina, you believe whatever you want. You just fade in, see a bunch of weird shit, and fade out, and you don't know why you're seeing what you're seeing.
Tina, what happened
No, that makes her just as bad as the people she used to complain about, where people would just tune in for a second and not hear what we're actually talking about, and then they'd get mad at us, and it's like, you don't even know what we're talking about.
What happened was when Scotty was searching for that SHIT between his toes, it read his mind and he was thinking about camel toes.
I'm telling you,
it showed him pictures of camel toes.
Weird. It was weird.
Good morning, Danielle.
Like I was trying to make a joke. So the other day I took the Redneck Show's blue guitar and I morphed toilet paper around it for Keith as a joke. So then yesterday, Keith shared the picture again, and I thought, you know, it would be funny if I could find a blue dildo and morph a blue dildo onto the top of the guitar. So I type in Yahoo, blue dildo. Can I just tell you there was not one picture of a blue dildo, but I can tell you there were several pictures of a blue dildo getting shoved places. So I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, not one picture of like one for sale. They're all being presently used in every picture. I was just like, well, there goes that idea. I can't find that picture.
Look, Danny always tunes in when we talking about stuff like this.
Yeah, I know. So did Tina.
Yeah.
So Tina says she had some mud flaps, but I think they are not sure about that one. Okay. Tina rephrases it. I don't think they are mud flaps. What the hell would they be? Anyways, we just need to find us another conversation. So the mask that Danny made came in yesterday, and they're sitting upstairs on the counter. I was supposed to bring them down here, and I forgot. I hear a baby in the background. Please tell me they can't hear the morning show. No, Holly's wearing headphones.
Yeah, I'm wearing headphones.
9:00. Anybody else got anything? It's hard to believe today's Thursday, by the way.
I know this week's flew by.
Yeah, man. I woke up this morning and I was talking. I was already down here in the studio getting the station ready, and I was like, "What day is it?" He said Thursday. I was like, "Oh shit, I got to get the trash out to the street." You know. How about
Alan
this?
Says flaps mask.
Yeah. How about this? So when I left yesterday, my wife, who does not listen to me, I'm an overthinker and she is not. Before I left, I went, "You should put the dogs up." She's like, "Why?" I said, "Because in a little while, these people are going to get here to put the happy birthday stuff in the yard. You should go ahead while I'm talking about it, while you're thinking about it, put the dogs up." She's like, "I ain't got time. I'll deal with it later." I went, "Just telling you." So I walked out the door. I should have done it myself, is what I should have done, instead of walking out the door. So I get a text message a little while later. Crystal is like, I don't know, getting out of the shower or something. She was indisposed. Zaylee, like Crystal pops the gate, like she gets out and pops the gate to let the people in. And as she did, my 6-year-old goes and opens the door and to see who the hell's coming in the yard. And what happens? Sweetie runs out. At the time Sweetie runs out, there are 3 black girls with black hoods on, with their hoods over their heads. And Sweetie don't like hats. So let's just say that Sweetie scared the absolute, I'm telling you, there was some wet panties by the time them girls got back in their car. Sweetie was, my wife said it was the scariest thing she'd ever seen. So, yeah. I kind of said, this is why I told you lock the dog up. I told you. She just said it was the scariest thing she ever seen, with these black girls running and screaming and the dog trying to eat all 3 of them. Oh, my God. That could have been very expensive. I could have got sued. So, anyways, that was my WTF.
He wishes Keith would unblock and re-add him.
You ain't missing nothing.
He said, by the way, that video of the birthday parade was freaking awesome.
That was good. So how about my oldest daughter is pissed? She's like, I didn't come because we're trying to stay quarantined. Pardon me. And she said, with what y'all did, y'all might as well just had a birthday party. I just wanted to be like, okay, sourpuss. She's like, that's not social distancing. Oh, shut up. Go vote for fucking Bernie Sanders already.
Really?
Just anyways, it drives me nuts. I love my child, but our views on the world are completely different. I thought I brought her up better than that. I thought she grew up better than that. As far as the whole Bernie Sanders kind of person. Ugh. Drives me cuckoo. Drives me crazy. Hey, anybody got anything? Please call in. I'm going to say share the show again because I put the phone number up when I do. If you've had any STDs lately, any WTFs lately, any E. coli, Ebola, pink eye, anything, call us. Let us know. Let's hit a commercial real quick. We'll get caught up on some commercials while we're taking a breather. Everybody hang tight. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It's just fun in the morning.
Buckeyes Restaurant and Social Circle. Go find them on Facebook. You can find them at Buckeyes Restaurant of Social Circle.
Buckeyes Restaurant.
That time of the year, it's approaching, man. Here we are at the beginning of the year. You know tax season is right around the corner. Heck, I was watching people last night on Facebook debate about paying people to do their taxes and is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Let me just tell you this. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. They saved me a lot of money. I was scared. I just knew I was going to owe a bunch of money. I can promise you, just like they did for me, they will do for you. They will take care of you. Make sure you go check out Rapid Tax Service, 678-658-8601. Rapid Tax Service is the way to go. Let's talk about vaping. C-Town Vapes is the home of the vape store. That's right. If you hadn't met up with our good friends at C-Town Vapes, I don't know what you're doing, man. Like, we've known these people for years. They have the passion to help get people off of smoking, and that is their mission. So make sure you check out C-Town Vapes, located right there on 278. They have CBD, mods, pods, and disposables with over 150 e-juices and counting with flavor profiles that will surely fit your needs. C-Town Vape wants to be more than just a business. They want to be your friends to help you get off of smoking. C-Town Vape. Have you ever heard of Donut King? Let me tell you, I thought I knew what donuts were. All these other donuts I've been eating all these years are just bogus. These are the real deal, like gourmet. Who would have known they made donuts this damn good? And let me tell you something, man. They do some pig in the blankets. They do breakfast. They do all sorts of stuff. Do you even know this? They serve pizza. That's right. Donut King, the best donuts around, serves pizza in the afternoons during the weekdays. There's no other place around on 278 where you can go in and sit down and eat a pizza. That's right. Donut King. Try out Donut King, the best donuts around.
That's why they're called the King.
Hey, have you ever thought about advertising with Just for Fun Radio? Just know it's just one click away or one phone call away. All you got to do is reach out to us here at Just Fun Radio. We will advertise you in the best possible manner we can. And listen, the name of the game of advertising is getting that name out there, and we can do it here at Just for Fun Radio. This is a warning. Don't take anything we say too damn serious. Don't be a snowflake. Just remember, it's just for fun. And if you take any of this personally, then personally I suggest you find something else to do with your time.
May I have your attention, please? We're gonna have a problem here. Will the real...
Hello. We're back.
Freaking frack. Good morning, Angela Harvey.
Tina says, I've had a pain in my ass for about 3 weeks, but then he went back to work yesterday. Not sure if I should have read that one out loud. Huh. LOL. It should be leave us out of it. Jason says, good morning. Charlotte Ray, no trees coming down over the night. That must be a conversation between them.
Tracy Moon says, close to your house.
Yes, Jan says, what's up with Bernie Sanders? Everybody hates Bernie Sanders. This is a guy that tells all the snowflake 20-somethings and 18-year-olds how he believes that everything should be free. Free school, free health care, free everything. And the young people are stupid effers and don't realize that in order for it to be free, you got to pay more taxes. So it's not really free. But the way he paints it and manipulates it, these Starbucks coffee drinkers want to believe that it's all free. Like one of the comments were, do you think college should be free? And the college student goes, yes. And he says, and who do you think should pay for it? And he goes, I think the citizens should pay for it and the government should pay for it. Okay, dumbass. You can see that damn education is working for you. So, yeah. Bernie Sanders. And two times he's run for presidency, he takes all the money that's donated to him for his election. And because under the rules, you're giving him this money, but you're giving it to him under the pretense that it's to help him win to become president. And then he bails out of the race and he keeps all the millions of dollars and goes and buys houses and flies around on jets and probably smokes a little bit of meth. Just saying. Kind of sleazy to me. But yet he wants all the young people to vote for him. So what else we got going on this morning? We got 45 minutes to waste your life.
45 minutes to waste your life.
Anybody want to call in, give us your WTFs? I'm assuming because Candy's not typing, she didn't make it back yet. I know a lot of people are trying to work, not Joe Leeper. I saw him trying to do some trim work on a house yesterday. It was kind of neat to see that. He might want to stick
Jan said, is it Bernie Sanders you don't like or his political views?
Yeah, that's the one I was just talking about. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Dondra just says, I don't like Bernie or his views. John, read John's.
John said, I helped a patient yesterday in wheelchair, and she had in her phone, my jackass, a.k.a. her husband, made my day.
Oh, that is funny. I have one phone number in my phone. It says, don't answer, and then it has the person's name.
And
what does that tell you?
Then there's Creepy Joe.
Oh, yeah, dude. I saw this weird picture. And I'm hoping to praying to God it's a fake picture, but it looks like Joe Biden is biting the side of a little kid's face.
Oh no! Good
like
morning,
he leaned in, like he leaned in with this
him.
really weird kiss. Oh, it was super strange.
Good morning, Sissy Jet.
Yep, Sissy Jet. What's going on? So listen, I still don't have any news about the Ride for America. Now I did get news yesterday that. Hold on to your socks. Anybody that goes to events, and John, he works events, so he's going to shrug his shoulders when he hears this. Justin Huff's going to shrug his shoulders too, because we work these events. We are entertainers. Relay for Life for Covington has been, postponed and then reinstated. Postponed for this month. Reinstated for July 31st. Anybody that works events knows nobody does events in July. It's too friggin' hot. Too friggin' hot. Oh my God, it's going to be miserable out there. I just don't even know what to say or do. Like, we still want to be part of it, but it's like, Jesus Christ, man. And nobody does events in July. It's just way too hot. So, I mean, do you really want to do an event where you're going to make people get out there and walk around a track? It's really going to be hot. Just throw that out there. Alvin says the picture was fake. Was it the Mexican restaurant? Mexican restaurant. I'm thinking Mexican restaurant. Was it the Mexican president with a kid? Cindy Taylor just tuned in.
Somebody needing some tacos and margaritas.
Yeah. So Cindy Taylor just tuned in, so she didn't catch what I just said.
Cindy Taylor.
Relay for Life has been postponed, but reinstated. So it was going to be in April. Now it's supposed to be for July 31st. And Lord, oh Lord, that is going to be way too damn hot. Way too damn hot. Right in the
dog days of summer.
God, man, I just don't even know what to say or do at this point. Because I know I'm going to be sweating my nerds off. I'll have to be.
Sent you a text, Scotty.
I'm gonna have to be sitting up there with a fan blowing right on my sack. It'll be so damn hot.
We'll get you some of them little personal fans that have a spray bottle attached to it.
For my sack? You're weird.
One for your head, one for your sack.
I'm telling you, you're a perv. You're just a perv.
We'll make your panties wet. You didn't laugh. I guess that was.
Oh, I was reading that text you just told me. You crack yourself up. That's the one app I don't have. So my wife is sending me the school thing because Zaylee's been doing school over Zoom. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hot. July 30. Let me tell y'all something. Back when I was pumping out events after events, like every weekend doing an event. I can tell you point blank that spring and fall are the busiest times of the year. Doing events, I always worked from February all the way up to June. And at June, all outside events stopped. And the outside events didn't start back till like the last weekend of July. And I know this is the weekend they've chose. But the very first events that we would ever do that would be outside were not going to be a Relay for Life, and we're not going to be events where we want you in the sun to go do laps around a field. And everybody says, well, Scotty, when we do those laps, it's always dark. It may be dark in April, but it's not going to be dark in July. Does everybody grasp that reality? You doing those laps, oh my God, it's going to be hot. And the person I'm doing this with, I don't want to throw her under the bus, but she says all these people involved with the Church of Covenant are these old people that don't want to listen to anybody with any new ideas. And I'm like, well, you better convince them they need to wait till fall if they're going to do this, because this is stupid to do July 31st. I'm just going to say it. Effing stupid to do this July 31st. Just saying. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I got somebody saying, what did I miss? And Alvin just says, flaps. You missed flaps. Yep. Not sure you missed it. Not sure you really missed anything.
Oh, my goodness.
Katie says, hey, I'm here watching the show today. I'm glad you're having a great show.
I bet you get tired.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, yeah, listen, when you start getting towards the end of the week, man, it's that way. It's that way. And then Jan, who is in Australia, says July is cold here. So I watch Gold Rush, by the way. Gold Rush is in Australia right now. Well, the show we're watching was filmed whenever y'all summer was. So it was our winter and their summer. And dude's out there in like 109 degrees. Flies all over his face. They're trying to pan for gold. Oh, yeah. All sorts of crazy. John says, unless you're doing laps in the pool, it's going to be tough. Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to want to be out there. Nobody is going to be wanting to walk at 9, because the sun don't go down at 9:30. So I've not stood at the Church of Covington at 9 o'clock to see how the sun looks there. But let me tell you something. At 7:30, 8:30, 9, nobody is going to want to do laps. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, nobody's going to want to participate. And you know what's worse than canceling an event? Doing a bad event. Everybody goes, well, I don't like to cancel. Well, let me just tell you, a bad event is 1,000 times worse than just canceling, because canceling, they get mad at you because you canceled. If you do a horrible event, they're pissed at you. And mad and pissed are on two different levels. Cindy says, laps in a pool could be cool. Oh, cool. Definitely cool. COOL, cool. It definitely won't be scalding hot. That's what we'll do, is we'll all live stream us doing laps in the pool. I'll be doing laps in the pool on a float holding some Coronas, and you can see how many laps I do. Well, look, I got to, because I didn't go to the potty break. You got something you can do for a second? Keep these people talking.
Sure.
Keep them talking.
Read.
Oh, look, Mother Truckers, y'all can have a conversation about rigs.
Heck yeah. Sissy Jet says, oh, okay, I am a truck driver, and I know the worst snowstorm happened a couple years ago in the middle of July. No, Jan is in Australia there, Sissy. So I could set up a table and sell those fans with water bottles connected to them at the Relay for Life and put, let me get your panties wet. So any WTFs? Anybody got any WTFs? Dondra says she's off work tomorrow, so she's trying to get everything done that she needs to. And Wansley says, sign the petition for our local hairdressers, please, so they can work. Yes. They can do one person at a time and practice social distancing. One person at a time in the hair salon. They can do their hair and then let somebody else in.
Mm-hmm.
James Royster said, story time with old Mother Trucker.
Yeah, that's what we were getting at. Jane says, no snow in Australia, in South Australia. Yeah, man, I've been watching different pieces of how they're traveling around Australia to Paying for Gold. It's crazy. Doctor says, the church folks wouldn't like that very much. I'm confused because I walked off. So what did I miss on that one?
I said I could sit me up a table with them little fans with the water bottles attached.
Yeah.
And put, let me get your panties wet.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, just have a table, mount all the sprayers under the table. So you just come and sit down and do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
cool your ass off.
Yeah, that'd get you in trouble. Yeah, that'd get you in trouble. You just looking around. Mm-hmm.
We're just having a wet pants contest. No.
Cindy
fear.
says, what would you suggest for the Relay for Life? Me and Miller were having a conversation yesterday, and we were both saying, put that thing off till like beginning of fall, like late September. God, man, July is just such a rough month, man. And remember last July, we didn't even get no damn rain. It was just smoldering heat. So I don't know what to say is the best alternative. Unless they do it like inside in a gym. How can you pull it off?
Katie says, well, y'all please tell that nice lady, hey, and I don't know who she's talking about.
Yeah, tell us who you're talking about.
Unless she's talking about Canadian bacon, because Bacon was on the phone yesterday.
Yeah, could be. Hey, listen, I don't want to hurt those feelings, but Tim Portman sent me something, and I'm probably not supposed to play it. It's probably one of those recordings that you're not supposed to play, but dang it, I think it might just be funny, so we need a tension breaker.
This is an important message from the CDC. You have been recognized as someone who has been in direct contact with a person or persons who have COVID-19 coronavirus. You are required to remain where you are and self-quarantine for 14 days and possibly more due to your small wiener. Tiny wieners have will in more quarantine days. Wiener size like yours could triple your time. Please be advised that you have a tiny weenie.
laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The small wiener caught my attention.
We've heard that about you. That's why you like Rich so much. He's a fireman so he can play with big hoses to compensate.
You're so bad.
The spikes on his head are taller than his wiener is long. Ah! Yeah. Can you imagine us doing a comedy roast? We'd roast everybody. Okay, what?
Look, John Crumbley said if your truck driver hit some hearts to show the some love, mother trucker, breaker.
Yep.
That's sweet. I got lots of hearts.
That's right. Tina says July and August are miserable. Alvin says, damn, it's 26 degrees cold outside where he's at. Jan says autumn. Starsky says have it at the horse park. Yeah, but that takes you into Rockdale / City Conyers owns the horse park, and I don't do anything with the horse park because of the person who runs it is a complete jackass.
Guy, it's still cold in Alvin.
And right now they're turning that place into checking for chlamydia. Fall would be a good time from Cindy. Big shout out to all truck drivers. Sissy says Big 10-4. Oh, I got Starsky saying, dude, send that to me. I mean, that was just freaking, it was perfect timing. It was just perfect timing.
It was.
Perfect timing. We needed that laugh. Where are we at? Anything else? You know, we get the way it's been, it's everything's slow. So, we're just trying to
Katie
pull this
that
off.
Is our Holly. Good morning, Clay Ivy.
Sorry, answering text messages. You know, you get used to having 3 people because that way you can bounce off of stuff. Dondra Scotty sent that. Send that to Tim. No, Tim sent it to me. No, that's what I was saying. Tim sent that to me. That's why I was like, I got to play this. This is funny. Rich played something like that yesterday, so that's why I was like, oh, I so got to listen to that.
Oh, I guess Katie was talking about me.
Well, damn, is she wrong? She said nice lady.
Sweet.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm a sweet lady.
Mm-hmm.
I see your messages, Katie. Hey, Katie, how are you?
Only way you would be sweet is if you ate a bunch of sweet tarts right now. That's it. Pour some sugar. No, I don't even want to get that started.
Pour some sugar on me.
I knew it.
I'm hot, sticky, sweet.
Oh, my God. I just knew if I screwed up and said that, and I didn't even think about it in time.
From my head to my feet.
I hear my love child up there bouncing around on the floor. So, of course, I'm looking at the gate to make sure there's nobody outside at the gate because my daughter has learned how to push the button to open the gate. So, you know what would happen? She'd open the door, stand on the front porch, not close the door, and she'd push the button on the gate. That would let them in and Sweetie out. I already know that. What else we got going on? We got 30 more minutes to waste y'all's time. Please, please, please share the show. Please share the show. Tell everybody why you like the show. Also, please remember, this is all about social interaction. Type anything you want to talk about. Call in. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can talk about anything you want, from haircuts to, oh, my God. Dondra just said, sing it, girl.
Oh, yeah. She liked my singing.
Yeah, Sissy goes, she may need a spray bottle, since you were talking about spray bottles. I'm telling you, I'm in trouble. If I could invent a white table and call it, and it would be a mister, and call it the cooter sprayer. Or better yet, the first name that popped in my head, it'd be called Cooter Cooler. You get it? Cooter Cooler.
Yeah.
Girls could just sit down
there
and
you go.
Cooter Coolers. I could make $1 million right there selling the Cooter Cooler.
Have all them spray bottles up under the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sit down and spread your legs.
Yep. Guess what? I can make a bunch of money because you know who my first sponsor would be that I'd get to put their name on that table? Summer's Eve. Cooter Cooler, sponsored by Summer's Eve. Come on, man.
And then first client's name would be Summer.
Yeah, see? And then I can make one for the men. You know? It tain't right. Their chairs have to lean back more.
Right.
Yeah, their
That's
chairs have to
right.
lean back more because you'd have to get it that
Good
better
morning,
angle.
Stephen.
I'm just saying.
You don't want to know what you come back to, Stephen.
That's
Stephen
right.
Langford said, "What did I come back to?"
See, John said juicy cooter coolers. See?
Juicy cooter coolers.
Yeah. Sissy says $5 a spray. Sponsored by Summer's Eve.
Them church folks might not like us too much.
Just saying, it'd be hilarious. Oh, my Lord.
Wansley says, "Damn it, man, my work phone is ringing this morning."
Yeah, how dare you have fun? Oh, my God, man. The world. You know who we haven't heard from in a minute? Military Mike. Like, where has he been?
Right. I seen some pictures yesterday of his new house.
Yeah, he claims he's moving down the road. I don't know what house he's actually going to be in now because he's made 3 claims to moving in down the road, and I don't know which one he's actually getting.
Starsky said he'll take 2 of the cooter coolers. The juicy cooter coolers.
And look, you could even go ahead and make like some igloo coolers and cut some fans that blow up. And all you'd have to do is put like ice in it and put another fan on the other side where it sucks cold air in and blows cold air up, and people just sit down on top of the coolers. Then if you put it with a handle and wheels, it'd be cooter coolers on wheels.
Heck yeah.
Rolling cooter coolers.
And I'm going to get me some of them
coolers.
Daisy Duke shorts that say juicy across the ass.
I got cold chills. You're making me feel uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. Randy says Kovacs 19 must be going on at the horse park. Yes, because they were starting that today. It says Rockdale has posted guards at all the gates. Just rode through there. Yep, it started there today. Free testing.
And Wansley says, "I got a funny story about vinegar and water."
Please share. You didn't dip your chips in it afterwards, did you? Make some salt and vinegar chips.
John Crumbly said your slogan could be "Will blow you away."
That's right. Telling you what, we'd be in trouble. Complete trouble. But millions of dollars could be made to save all the hot vajayjays. I mean, you could do like a simple, have you ever felt hot? Let us be here to save you. You know, sponsored by Summer's Eve. And then I'd have to go build me a bomb shelter somewhere because people try to be bombing me or something.
Starsky says, "I say we bring back Daisy Dukes."
No doubt. Hell, I'm bringing back the mullet. I mean, the mohawk. The mullet's next. Sorry. I got that one backwards. Brain thinking faster than my mouth can open.
Yep.
Yeah. Tammy says, are you starting the new trend? Yeah, we need to see pictures of you in it first. And I say, go get you an old Dr. Pepper shirt and cut it right under your nips so you have a belly shirt. I think we should bring that ugly thing back.
Cooter cooler.
I'm telling you, cooter cooler would work. Somebody, if anybody steals that name, I'm claiming it.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
We got a patent on it.
God, somebody go get me some parachute pants and a belly shirt. Come on. We'd have fun. So my daughter walks into the room yesterday, and I was sweating yesterday, so I had my shirt off for a second. She's laughing, and I'm like, you see me with a shirt off when I'm in the pool. So my daughter only believes your shirt should be off in the shower or in the pool. That is it. Your shirt never comes off any other times.
That's it. It's kind of funny how that works. For a man, that's how it works. In her mind, you only take your shirt off to get in the pool and to get in the shower. It's hilarious listening to her explain it to me.
That's your daughter?
I'm just saying. My 6-year-old.
Oh, Zaylee.
Yeah. Oh, you think I was talking about Emmy? No, my dog, Emmy's a snowflake, but she's not quite that bad.
Oh, I was going to say.
But she would be like, oh, Dad, put a shirt on. She is that way, though. I swear to God, I don't know how. I don't know. If she didn't look a lot like me and my mom, I would swear there's some tainted blood in her.
Bless Zaylee's heart. And AJ's just in love with her, and he wants his shirt off all the time. He thinks he's macho with his shirt off.
With his no ass at all. He falls out of his damn pants. You need to get that boy some suspenders.
He'll be at home and he'll be like, Granny, can I take my shirt off? He thinks that makes him macho. He likes to show you his muscles.
I'm trying to read John's slogan. So cool it. Leave you saying coochie coo.
Coochie coochie coo.
Oh my God. Starsky say, don't dare me. Oh, I dare you. Levi's, a cowboy hat, and like any kind of shirt you want, cut off at the belly. Period. White one. It had to be a dirty white one, though. You couldn't have like a brand new Hanes because it needs to have that little bit of a curl up like it's been washed a couple times. I'm all about laughing at some stuff like that. I mean, look, I took pictures of me last year in a straw hat, my belly all hanging out and holding 2 40s. You know, because that whole catch thing last year was, where's my 40? I keep eating enough of them donuts, I'm going to be wearing over a 40. God almighty, that pink donut yesterday was off the chain.
The guru said, is Alex in here? He needs to know.
He was, but he left.
He said, I need to know if it's true that Trump hired Vince McMahon to restart the U.S. economy.
Where's that joke? Let me know.
Right.
Let me know how that joke just played out in your head, because I'm lost on that one. I want to know. I mean, are you picturing the let's get ready to rumble? I thought that was more UFC. What else we got going on? How y'all?
I think
what?
Wansley's wanting to call in.
Oh, the number. Okay, send her the number.
I did.
Everybody, please share, please share, please share, please share.
Katie said, hey, can y'all see me?
Yes.
No, we see your profile picture, but we see your comments.
Hello, frickin' frack in the morning.
Hey, it's Wansley.
What's happening?
Oh, I have to tell y'all a funny story about water and vinegar.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
So this was when I was a teenager. Okay, so my dad, I used to buy waters and put them in the refrigerator, and my dad would get my waters and drink them and fill them back up and put them back in the refrigerator.
Ah.
So every time I'd go to get one, it'd be a used water.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to fix his ass. So I go and I fill one up with half water and half vinegar.
Ooh.
And he gets in there and he's hot and working in the garden, and he comes in and turns it up, and he's spitting and sputtering, gagging, and going, what in the hell is that? So my mom didn't miss a beat and said, oh, it's Wansley's douche water. So then he says, why in the hell would she put it in the refrigerator? And again, my mom didn't miss a beat, and she said, I guess she likes it cold.
Oh, my God.
And my
that
dad
is
is the
awesome.
one that loves to play jokes and do
Right.
stuff, but the jokes on him, it is not funny.
Oh, yeah. I know several like that.
Oh, my God. He wouldn't speak to me for like a week.
Oh, my God.
We never told him any different.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen, the craziest thing, because you brought up that bottled water. So the craziest thing happened. Somebody had come to my house one time, and I don't like cinnamon. Like, I like, you know, those drinks that are like hot damn and all that kind of stuff. I don't like cinnamon, so I don't care for any of that. So I took out a bottle of water, basically poured the water out because the guy was leaving Crystal some of this. So we poured it into the bottle of water and just stuck it back in the fridge. I literally came in the house one day. I am not even lying. And I popped the top and started chugging it. And number one, it was like the hot damn or whatever. I can't stand Sanderson. The problem is that I'd already gunk before I tasted it. Like it was already in my throat. And I just spit all in the kitchen. That was at the other house. And Crystal and them just hear me yelling from, they're in the other parts of the house hearing me yell. And of course, what do? Who in the F would have done this? Blah, 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 blah. And about the time I went, oh shit, I did this.
Oh, that's
yes. Funny. Nowhere near as gross as douche water, though. Ugh. That would have really, that would have really.
It was the best.
Oh, God, yeah. Now you're making me think of pranks to pull on people. Like when guests come in and go, hey, can I get a bottle of water? Yes, you can.
Oh, no.
Because you can't tell the difference, because white vinegar is white, so, of course.
But would they smell it before they got it to their mouth?
I doubt it.
You know what I mean?
Unless you're just one of those that smells everything you drink.
Yeah. So now John and Cindy, who come in for Electric High, are going to be going, note to self, bring my own bottled water. Do not ask Scotty for a bottled water.
That's right.
Oh, my God. This is awesome. I'm glad you said this.
Well, y'all have a good day.
All right. Thanks.
Have a good day,
Bye-bye.
Wansley.
Bye, Holly. Love ya.
You see, I don't get nothing like that. What the hell? Who am I, chopped liver? So listen, maybe I can get some vodka that don't have any smell and let people turn up and take a chug of vodka. But that's a waste of vodka, though. Oh, I could buy the little small bottles of water. At least it won't be quite a waste of water. I got to come up with something because that'd be hilarious. Can you imagine people chugging vodka on the show? Oh, my God.
Tammy says, now I know, bring my own water around Scotty.
I just think it'd be awesome. Can you imagine John chug a freaking huge thing of vodka on the show? The problem is they'd be like, who's driving? Yep, Electric High. Keyword high. I'm just wait. Oh, what do I got? Oh, John. Yeah, I can just see it. That's gonna be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Isaac says, let me go back. I like my favorite cereal is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I can get away with a little bit of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. My problem is most of the things that have cinnamon, they over excessively go for the cinnamon. Like Big Red Chewing Gum. Ugh, it's just too damn much.
I can eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but my favorite is Fruit Loops.
Oh, yeah. And Fruit Loops and marshmallows pretty good. Tina says, get the cheap-ass vodka. There's like $12 a gallon. Oh, yeah, that's what I need to do.
Mike Wright said, put me in, coach. I love vodka.
Darcy says, free water with every T-shirt purchase. You know what I need to do? I need to do that. The next time we're at an event, we need to throw a vodka in the water and just see who gets it. How funny would that be? People aren't going to look. So we're going to have one of two people come to get water from us. People going, oh my God, don't get the water. Or you're going to have somebody go, hey, can I get another water? I just gave you 5. Can I get another water? Why the hell am I giving you so much water? Well, I'm trying to get to the vodka. I could literally see it. I could see people doing it. People digging around in the cooler. Hey, if you're digging in that cooler, you look for the one that looks like it's already been opened. That's the one that's got the vodka in it. Shut up. I could just see it already. New meaning to high. And Karina's
and John said, no ideas, Karina.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So the Natural Electric High show, because they have to start it at 10. We should make them all do shots before they go on. Because let me tell you, they showed up. One of them showed up with a hungover. One of them showed up hungover. Actually, it was 2 of them. Last time they were here, John was the only sober one in the building. I ain't throwing nobody under no buses. It was the 2 that sit right there.
I ain't throwing nobody under the bus.
Ain't throwing nobody under the bus.
That showed up sober.
Yep, ain't throwing nobody under the bus. John sat right here. It was them other two girls that sat right there that was hung over.
But you ain't throwing nobody.
I ain't throwing nobody under no bus. They were like, we stayed up all night drinking. But I ain't throwing nobody under no bus. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea. But you go to the Electric High Show and just look for the two females that sit over there, and you might see who we're talking about.
We ain't giving you no initials for Cindy and Brittany.
No, not at all. So just like the page, though. See, I didn't say their names. See how that works? So, anyways, we're down to 15 minutes. What else do we have going on?
Waste your life.
Tammy, I have been trying to decide what we need to do to cook them pigs for that cookout that we're going to do here. And just think, some of y'all may actually get an invite to come to this little shindig, but we're going to be cooking 2 pigs and having just a great time. Of course, we have to wait till we get past this whole everybody's contagious. Look, everybody's contagious every day. Watch who you sleep with.
All we need to do is dig a hole in the ground, get some iron stakes that'll hold the bar across the top, stick that bar in that pig, light a fire.
Are you describing your sex life or cooking this chicken? I mean, this pig.
If it was a chicken, we'd stick a beer can up its butt and put it on the grill.
We just had chicken last night, so my brain went with the chicken. Stacey Irwin's in the house. What's going on, girl? Been a minute. What's happening, everybody? Yeah, we just got to decide, man. Like, I know we got a grill in the works.
We're going to do it right. Man, we're going to have all our friends over.
That would be one hell of a party.
The cooler with the beer on ice.
The pool will be ready by then. I'm supposed to be trying to get a deck built between now and then. I got to go out there today and measure. I told Al we measuring for it today. I'm going to get Social Circle Ace to do my wood package. Oh, yes. So here's what a lot of people don't realize. My wife has a show. She just hasn't been doing it since her mother passed away. She hadn't really felt like doing it, but it's called Ladies Talk. So for years, we've wanted to do cooking with Ladies Talk. John. So literally, we do kind of have it in the work. Military might hit me up, and he's like, hey, we're going to do a cooking show. I was like, really? You know, we've been talking about this for years, right? But, yeah, can you imagine my wife and Mother Trucker doing a cooking show? I think it'd be amazing.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Simpson said Mother Truckers meets and eats.
Yes. I think that'd make a great little bar. Candy, she said something, but where'd it go?
She said, we made y'all a video. She said, okay, I'm back. We made y'all a video clip to say thanks for keeping me entertained for the past 4 years.
Yeah, it has been. God, it has been 4 years, huh? She said, I could have done better, but it's all I could do for now. It's okay. It's okay. I'll check it out in a second. Let me throw Holly off the screen for a second. Throw Holly off the screen right as it... Oh!
Just throw me off the screen.
Yeah, but it's the same as I threw you off the screen. I hear, ow! Like you're getting spanked as soon as the camera turns off. Ooh, I'll have to be careful with the damn pictures. I mean, the sound, because I'll get flagged. Oh, yeah, that's the arcade we all went to. It's hard to believe it's been 4 friggin' years, man. I'll turn that volume down so I don't get in trouble with Facebook. Oh, yeah, look, the chili cook-off. It's hard to believe it's been 4 friggin' years, man. Oh, yeah, the Just for Fun koozies. We need to get some more of those. The ice skating ring. It's hard to believe it's been 4 friggin' years, though. God. Yeah, man, that's a trip. And then you had pictures I saw when I got to meet my daughter for the first time. That's kind of cool. All right, back to Holly. Let me grab her. Look, it's Holly.
throws me out of the bed and then jerks me back in the bed. Mike Wright said,
"You never made it off the floor. What are you talking about?" Go ahead.
I pray I get an invite. I'll wallow out the hole in the pig so you can insert the pole.
Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus.
Jeffrey Cookin says, I would love to be on Ladies Talk to cook.
Oh, see, wouldn't that just be cool? And we got the kitchen for it. Mike was sending me pictures of his new kitchen or his new house. And I'm just like, dude, if we're going to do a cooking show, we're going to do it in my kitchen. Bigger kitchen, already has an island. He's like, I can get a mobile island. No, already got an island. We just got to do it.
Matthew said, where's Jeffrey Cookin with my blues music show?
Yeah, he's supposed to be working on it, Matthew. Just hang tight, brother. He's still working on it.
Wansley said, I want to be in the audience for the cooking show. James Royster said, cooking time with old Mother Trucker.
And we did a chili cook-off at the Legion, and we're probably going to speaking of, the people who were putting it on probably aren't going to be putting it on anymore, but just for fun, we'll be teaming up with the American Legion, and hopefully by fall time, we will be helping to put it on.
And Jeffrey says, it's almost ready to go, Matthew. Just have one or two details left to work out. And he says, yeah, but I can cook.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Alex just sent me something. It's so funny that people have copied our show so many times. Oh, my God, that is so funny. It's so funny. People want to copy our stuff every day and try to act like they're all so original.
Now you got me wondering what he sent you.
It's people that are Oz's people are now trying to do the very same stuff we've already done. It's just funny. People are idiots. But
Tammy said that would be a great fall thing to do a chili cook-off in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac Banks said, and Scotty DJ Spence, I'm back, but I am praying for me to go back to work until coronavirus and COVID-19 will be over.
Man, I wish it would just be done with. God, watching everybody freak out yesterday just trips me to hell out. Let me point out something.
The guru said they coming down here for the hog roast.
Oh, shut the hell up. No, you ain't. You ain't welcome. You didn't get the invite. I'm just kidding. So listen, I'm gonna laugh for a second. So I'm going into the quick trip yesterday. Mexican guy in front of me grabs the handle to open the door, the front door, to go into the quick trip. Then he gets to the bathroom, takes his foot to open the door because he don't want to touch the bathroom door. And I'm like, you do realize that front door had like 300 more hands touch it than the bathroom door, right? Like you do get that. I mean, think about that one for a second.
Yeah.
That damn front door is a constant in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out versus the bathroom door. Like you're backwards on what you need to worry about.
Yeah.
And other than that, if you are trying to worry about touching the door, damn sure don't touch the front one.
Right.
So it was just funny watching him wash his hands, take the wet napkin to grab the handle of the bathroom to walk out because I was behind him. Then I watched him grab the front door handle again. I'm like, you're a dumbass. You are a dumbass. Those are the ones that will be the ones that end up getting sick because they're over fearing stuff and not using common sense. Just saying.
Right.
Just throwing it out there.
Right. It's kind of like those people that wear the gloves.
Yes. Scratch their eye, scratch their nose.
Now, if they was changing their gloves every time they touch something.
Right.
But who's going to do that?
Exactly.
And Mike Wright said, Scott, that was your opening to say, yes, Mike, you're invited. His comment about
I understood that it was the opening. But the fact that I didn't answer is your answer.
Just
Candy
throwing
said
it out
Crystal
there.
Get her Mexican food in. I'm hungry. I might smoke something tonight.
We've got to go get some Mexican food, man. Like, we're dying for some Mexican food. Absolutely dying for some Mexican food.
I may have to go get me some tacos tonight. He's wanting McDonald's in a little bit. I may go by the Mexican place and get me some tacos.
I swear, tonight's Wednesday. Thursday. It ain't Wednesday. Yeah, we may have to just create a Mexican run. The problem is everybody wants to come eat Mexican and won't come over because they're doing the whole self-quarantine. When this is over with, it's on. Like, we gonna.
Well, you just say the word, I'll come over there and eat Mexican.
I'm gonna eat like 50 pounds of friggin' chips and salsa. I ain't had no chips and salsa in like a month now. Still getting fat. I just ain't having chips and salsa. Candy says we had tacos last night. Man, I want chips and salsa from my Mexican joint, man. I may have to just go buy a gallon of their sauce.
Yep. That's what I want, some salsa and cheese dip.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm over here yawning, you guys. My damn energy levels just dropped. Is it just me, or is everybody sleeping weird? Like,
I think everybody's sleeping weird because
I feel like my schedule's
everybody's stuck at home and taking naps during the day and then up half the night. And
yeah, my sleep is just weird, dude. I just don't get it.
The Rona season 1.
Mike Wright says, well, damn, if I had feelings, I bet they would be hurt right now. Dude, I've invited your punk ass here a bunch of times. You just don't show up. You're kind of like our friend No Show Joe. Joey, I tell you, he's showing up, and then you don't hear from him for a month. I'll be there Thursday, and then 6 months later, you go, hey, what's going on, brother? Oh, nothing. I've still been waiting on you to get here.
I'm still waiting.
I think it's funny how many people.
Glad I wasn't holding my breath.
Yeah. I think it's funny how many people have driven past my house in the last 24 hours and they go, I didn't know that was your house. And the only reason they recognize the house is they saw Happy Birthday Zaylee in the front.
Yep.
That is funny. That is completely funny. Candy, I really hope we get together and put the boat in the water. J4's get together. Hey, live, who do we have?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Who do we have?
My name is Tommy, and I need to get one of them cameras.
You need to get what?
Camera. You know, that make my wife think not think no man.
I got no clue what you're saying, by the way. I don't know if we got a bad connection or just an echo.
The van that my wife moves in on and make her stuff not think no man.
Oh, you want the cooter cooler?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So you need a cooter cooler. See, I need to go ahead and perfect this and make some money off of this.
Yeah. So sometimes when he get home, it makes me mad.
So we could put all sorts of different fragrance in there, like peach cooter.
I like watermelon.
Yeah.
Hot damn, see, watermelon.
Watermelon.
See, and listen, listen, if you made it smell like watermelon, the good thing is every time you would have sex with it, if it smelled like watermelon, it would remind you of when you were 14 in the watermelon patch.
Yeah, I like that idea. And see, I can get a ham sandwich, and when you go to the park, and we had like a and it'd be like watermelon.
Okay.
And ham.
Watermelon and a ham sandwich. Okay, we're gonna have to think about how to do this.
A watermelon and a ham sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do it.
Hey, can I not calling in all the time?
Yeah, call in all the time.
I'm on here.
Feel free. Call in anytime you want. Just save the number.
I like y'all.
All right, man.
Y'all. Okay.
All right, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
Okay, all right, bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys, I'm fixing to wrap this up, too, because my kids are already coming down the steps. Like, my kid don't know how to read a clock, but damn, she just has an internal clock. It don't say what time to go to bed, but it says what time to come down here and mess with Daddy.
And look, Mike Wright said, well, hell yeah, that was an invite. Message me the dress will come anytime.
I'll just
this
say,
virus don't scare me.
Go
He's
down,
ready to come eat Mexican.
Go down HD 8th and look for the bus.
And every day around 5:30 to 6, whiskey gets busted out, and we start sitting in the driveway and just drinking. We can keep social distancing as long as I set the whiskey on the tailgate and you walk over there and pick it up.
Troy said biscuits and gravy flavor.
Oh, Troy, you dirty boy. That's a horrible thought.
Dirty Troy.
Can I get the black pepper one? I want it to smell spicy. We'd have the Tabasco one. Oh, my God. I'm stopping there before we get gross. All right, you guys, we out. Everybody have a great day.
Y'all have a great day.
Don't do anything we would do.
For Freaky Friday.
Yeah, because Freaky, whatever this just was, wasn't enough.
No.
Oh, my God. All right, you guys, we love y'all a long time. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't do anything we would do.
See
do it
y'all
just
tomorrow.
fun. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, have you ever thought about advertising with Just for Fun Radio? Just know it's just one click away or one phone call away. All you got to do is reach out to us here at Just for Fun Radio. We will advertise you in the best possible manner we can. And listen, the name of the game of advertising is getting that name out there, and we can do it here at Just for Fun Radio. Have you ever heard of Brian Linkus? That's right. He's a new broker agency for insurance. One call. That's all you have to make. One quote. Let them do the work for you. Who wants to keep calling insurance company after insurance company, getting so aggravated with what they're telling you? All you have to do is call and make one phone call to these cats. They will look it up. They will do all the work for you. They call all these other insurance companies. They get you all these amazing quotes. One call. That's all you have to do. So let's see. One phone call one day, and I don't have to get aggravated. That's a win. Call the Brian Linkus Agency. You can look them up at LoganvilleInsurance.com. It's a game changer. Let's talk about Jimmy James Towing. Have you ever noticed any time that you've ever needed a tow truck, it is at the most horrible time possible?